This Coast to Coast Entertainment Network program is brought to you by Beside Me Bracelets. Our bracelets are handmade for any occasion. Use the promo code Coast to Coast for 15% off. Visit their website at besideme.com. Suzanne's Paparazzi Jewelry. With 24-hour shopping available, use the code 160920 and show her some love, like she showed us. Reaper Apparel Company, a commitment to live your most authentic way every single day. Visit reaperapparelco.com for more information and a look at all of their apparel offerings. And by Good Day Embroidery, your local source for custom embroidery, screen printing, and more. Log on to gooddayembroidery.com for more information.
Happy draft day, everybody, and welcome to Coast Entertainment Network's annual draft coverage of round one. I'm Chris Bacon here with Big B. Tim's going to be on here in just a little bit. How you doing, Big B?
I'm doing good. Got off just in time to get home. I'll probably miss the first pick here, which the Titans have, but I'll be in there for the rest of the picks. And, kind of got a little goosebumps here. It's draft day. That means the NFL season is right around the corner. That means, we'll start hearing a lot of Dallas Cowboy fans say this is their year. After week one, then they'll say they're rebuilding for next year. But, it's the same old. I mean, the Vikings, had the fewest picks. So how are they going to go into draft day? They got 4 picks. They got a young quarterback that's slated to be number 1. So I'm kind of, personally interested in the Vikings on how they perceive draft day. To me, if I'm a GM and my team's sitting in, the top 5 picks, I think all doors are open to trade down, keep the pick or whatever. I think all avenues are open. You get in the middle of the draft, you kind of take the best player. And then at the end of the draft, you're in the last 10 picks or so, you got a solid squad. So do you move out of the first round, gain some capital, maybe a player, or do you try to, sneak up a little bit, try to get one of those people early in the draft? So it's always a fun talker. I know I give, Tim a lot of, grief about how many times he said, oh, this guy is going here, this guy's going here. And he fell to like the mid-second round. So, but no, we all have fun. Nobody knows. Even the experts don't know what's going to happen. There could be 50 trades. There could be 2 trades. There could be no trades. There could be people sliding because, a criminal record came out or video came out in the recent last 24 hours. So they slide on that. So it's all a crapshoot, and I just can't wait for the first pick to get called.
I can't wait either. I know we kind of have an idea of who's going to be the first pick, but it's never set in stone.
Yeah, who are they saying? Because I know for a while they're kind of, I don't know if this guy's going to be first. I don't know what Titans are going to do. So who are they claiming to be the lock at 1?
I believe it's Cam Ward, the quarterback.
Okay, yeah, Cam Ward. I mean, that's the whole thing is you don't know, and the thing is the Titans are kind of in a tough spot because they still have Levis that they drafted a couple years ago. So is he that bad or just didn't pan out? Or do they, that's why I'm saying if I'm the first pick, all avenues are open. I take who I think is going to help my team. I look to try to, accumulate some players and picks, down the road for the first overall pick. Because we know one player is not going to turn you from the first overall pick into later 20s on a usual basis, but it could change. So
we have James and Christy here. How you guys doing tonight? You guys there?
Well, they're on mute or frozen, but gotta love technology these days.
You there, James, Christy?
Hello, you hear me?
Right here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. Just had to
Hey,
wait
guys.
for these to connect. So
Mhm. Same.
how you guys doing, and what do you think of the draft heading into tonight?
I'm excited, actually.
Gonna be a fun one.
Should be. I mean, there's
James, what do you think?
definitely some great talent. That's for sure.
I'm after the first pick. We already know what's going to happen, right? I mean, no, I'm sorry. The first pick we know, but 2
Right.
through 7 is going to be something because Cleveland's really high on Travis Hunter. You get the best available player right away, and he can help you on both sides of the ball. Or as it was slated a long time ago, you get Abdul Carter to go alongside with Myles Garrett for the defense for Cleveland. So, and so
I'm gonna
through
get
all
something
that,
to drink. I'll be right back.
the Giants and the Patriots, I'm really wondering what they're going to do. The Jags, if they're going to steal JT from the Raiders, which I'll be pissed about. There's so many moves I think will be made, and then you might see some late trades that'll come on that'll bring a team like San Francisco or maybe Dallas. Maybe the Jets move from 8 to top 4. And then I want to see too how many quarterbacks get drafted in the first round here. Will there be 3, 4, or even 5 that get drafted here in the first round? There's a lot of teams out there that are quarterback hungry.
Yeah, it definitely won't be like last year where 6 went in the top 10. James, you made good points. I really think the number 1 pick. I mean, I know they're saying the quarterback is going 1. There's still some people that are kind of up and down on that one. But I think the lock is at 2 or 3 with Hunter. I think Hunter's going to go in one of those 2 spots. I don't think he's going to fall past that.
No, I don't think he will either.
We got Tim with us. How you doing, Tim?
I'm doing good. How are you guys?
Good.
Good. What do you think the Colts going to do?
We're going tight end. It depends on if Tyler Warren drops or if Colston Loveland from Michigan's going to drop.
Okay.
Not a bad pick. Tonight it's going to be in Green Bay. I think they said.
Wait a minute. Is that Roger Goodell on a bike?
Mm-hmm.
Looks like it. Which is the Packers tradition when they go to.
Yeah, that's a Packers tradition. Yeah, the player, and Tim can I think talk about this a little bit more, but I think the tradition is they go from the locker room to the practice facility, and the players will pick kids with bikes and ride their bikes back and forth for the day. So
Lil Wayne is on a bike.
Oh my God.
James Jones.
Biggest Packers, one of the most famous Packers fans, Lil Wayne.
I did not know that. I mean, I've seen him on TV and breaking down different things, but
yeah, he even did a song. Wiz Khalifa did the song "Black and Yellow" because he's a huge Pittsburgh sports team fan. Lil Wayne did a almost the same song, but he called it "Green and Yellow."
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah.
I think you can find it on YouTube or something like that. He says it's not a diss track, but I beg to differ. Here we go.
It's an NFL diss track. We all know that.
It is. It's an NFL diss track, exactly.
He's just going to introduce everybody.
Yeah, he's probably going to introduce Lil Wayne and all the kids and stuff.
I'm amazed. I'm looking at different rankings or different mock drafts or different rankings of players. And they have Cam Ward, the quarterback out of Miami, Florida, slated like the number 7 or number 8 best player. Okay. But he's slated to go number 1 to Tennessee. Wow. That's how a quarterback is like really, really needed for one team. But then everybody else is kind of like, we got what we want. Right. I'm interested to see if Pittsburgh will go after a quarterback like what's his name from Ole Miss, Jackson Dart.
There you go. I've heard that name floating around.
Dart
Or
has been
Aaron
moving up
Rodgers.
very fast.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Or Aaron Rodgers.
Attracting a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or Shedeur
Pittsburgh sends Aaron
Sanders.
Right, that too. Or Shedeur Sanders. Yeah.
Do you think that whoever Shedeur Sanders goes to, you'll see a new head coach next year, and then it's Deion Sanders?
No.
No.
If
I
he
hope
go, if he goes, if
No,
he
I
goes
think he
to
signed a
Pittsburgh,
long-term-
yes,
Yeah.
No.
No, I think
yeah,
that Deion, I think, signed a long-term contract with Colorado. I think so. He's
That
he's
don't
staying
mean
for a few
anything.
more years. Probably not,
Yeah.
but I don't know.
yeah.
Mike
can
Tomlin
sign him.
wouldn't
I
go
would say,
anywhere.
I would say if he wants to coach his son in the pros, if he goes to Pittsburgh next year, you'll see Sanders in a head coaching job there.
Right.
If he ends up anywhere else, then it might be one of those things where he plays out his contract or he coaches out his contract and then moves up to the pros.
Right.
Clay
So-
Matthews is there too.
Yeah. I think wasn't it AJ
Yeah.
Hawk as well?
No, it's Mason Crosby.
Okay.
It looks like Amon Green, James Jones,
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Oh,
Jordan
Wow.
Nelson.
Mm-hmm.
staff on the coaching staff for Colorado.
No,
we're talking about the Packers on the stage. Packers legends on the stage.
Oh, okay. You're talking about
Wish AJ Hawk was there, but he was
Yeah.
probably busy doing the Pat McAfee show today.
Mhm.
Usually.
they gotta have Lex Luger there. I mean,
That would have been cool.
Yeah, but I think when he had the Hall of Fame, I think he had trouble getting out of bed, so he just called him and said, "I'm good."
I
Yeah.
haven't seen him
Yeah,
on
no, he
Green
did.
in years. I used to
Wow.
watch him all the time with Green Bay. He would put up massive numbers.
He would.
I love him on Green.
I got the year that he got traded from Seattle to Green Bay. I got to see his debut in Green Bay against the Jets.
Wow.
Cool.
Now we're there.
We're gonna introduce all the kids and everything.
so James, while the
Fish on
opening's still
Tennessee's on the
going,
clock, guys.
yeah. So James, your Raiders, kind of like my Vikings, just don't know where they're going to go. Where do you see your Raiders going, James?
Well, okay. Like I said in the intro, I'm hoping that the Jaguars don't panic and draft JT from Boise State, the running back.
Yeah.
I'm hoping
Okay.
he's there for the Raiders. If not, they'll probably go defensive, getting Javelin Walker from Georgia, the linebacker. But they really need offensive weapons. I mean, the Raiders need wide receivers. They don't have any. You know, everybody's talking about Geno Smith and all the numbers he put up, but he had people in Seattle. You know, Jackson Smith-Njigba, DK
TJ
Metcalf, Tyler Lockett, and
yeah.
they're all gone. Other from
Yep.
JSN. So the Raiders, all they have really is Jacoby Myers and then Trey Tucker. You do have who could have
At
been
tight
rookie of
end.
the year, Bowers, but that's it. So you need some more wide receiver help. I'm hoping the Raiders get it in the second round. Remember, they traded their third pick for Geno Smith. So they don't have a third round pick. Excuse me.
No,
they don't
they
have
don't.
a third round pick. But hopefully later on you can start finding players that they need. They have a lot in the salary cap, but they didn't really spend as much as I thought they would.
Right.
But this is hopefully the first step to getting the offense revived again, because they really need it with the running back. They really need it.
They just showed Cam Ward picking up a phone call.
I wonder.
Yeah.
Makes you
Yeah.
wonder.
So
Yep.
prior to, go ahead.
I was just going to say, the Vikings, are sitting with only 4 picks.
Oh yeah.
But they can't do much trading, so unless they get some phone calls, I say they're staying at their spot, going to pick
Right.
the best available player, and then go from there. I don't think they
Yeah.
can do any maneuvering. I don't even think they can make calls to other teams, really.
I think the Giants might be pulling back in, want to come back in, especially if they take somebody like Abdul Carter or Hunter with the third pick in the draft. They could
Something
trade
like
back
that.
into the first round and
They
pick
could.
somebody like
Well,
Jackson
and that-
Dart.
Yeah, and that's something that a lot of people have said, that Vikings are in that position to where a Giants or the Browns may want to move into that first round again and offer a little bit more than they normally would if certain people start falling. So
So
Right. Excuse me.
prior to the draft starting, the Texans and Browns had a trade. Texans traded their 2025 fifth round pick, number 166 overall, and their 2027 fifth round pick. And the Browns have the sixth round pick for this year, 179. This year's 216th pick in the sixth round, and this year's seventh round pick, 255. Sorry.
wow. So yeah, they might be doing up to move back in the first round. So
It's possible. I mean, considering I think it was Adam Schefter tweeted out earlier that expect explosive activity to be going on. So I think
hope
we really need to keep an eye out on that.
No.
because you
I
never
do,
know
but
what-
I
you
really
never know
I don't
what
think
might
so. I don't think there's going to be much. I don't think there's going to be much traded early. It's going to be more later in the draft.
Why do we need 8 minutes for this first pick?
It's the first
No,
pick.
it's 10
We
minutes.
don't need 10 minutes.
10
Okay, that's
it's
when I
10
clocked
minutes.
in. We don't need this long. We don't need this much. First pick should be easy.
Not for the first overall pick. No.
Not first overall. I think they've been doing this a lot in recent years. Give it the team with number one pick 10 minutes to be like, choose who you want.
Hey, back in the day.
All right,
there
guys,
was
I'll be
no
right back. I just pulled home, so I'll jump on shortly.
Okay.
Back in the day, there was no clock.
I didn't even. Yeah. That's true.
So,
Yeah.
and it was way long. So, I mean, it fluctuated every now and then, but there's
It did.
nothing set in stone.
I just can't believe I'm seeing Titan fans here.
It's crazy, isn't it?
You never see them anywhere unless you
Mhm.
go to Tennessee or to
Let's go
Nashville.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, Green Bay is a destination place. So they're like, hey, let's take a road trip.
Hey, the pick is in finally.
Yay.
As I say that.
Yeah.
This is the first time Green Bay has a draft year since 1936,
Oh, well, it's
and it wasn't
Wow,
televised. So,
right. Well, TV wasn't even a concept back then, I think.
and it was mainly behind closed doors.
Right. Yeah, it's not a spectacle. It wasn't a spectacle like it is now.
No, but that you can thank ESPN for,
That too.
because they're the first ones to do that. So,
Mm-hmm.
so Cam Ward,
Welcome to the
everybody thinking
NFL.
Cam Ward.
I think so. Yeah. Even though you have Will Levis on Tennessee, he has not been really good. So
Mm-mm.
I think it might be time for a change in Tennessee.
First quarterback taken in the first round since I think they said Warren Moon.
Something like that.
Steve
Back in the
McNair.
Oiler days.
Steve
I think
McNair
so.
with Houston in 95
Yeah, my Cowboys
Maybe it
cup
was.
here, ready to
or
go.
96. 96 or 95 with Houston was
One
the
or
last time the
other.
Oilers picked a quarterback
Here comes Goodell.
this high. Remember they tried Jake Locker a while back and that didn't work out.
Yeah,
And they tried the other guy last year.
Marcus Mariota.
Marcus Mariota.
No, the
yeah.
other guy.
Will Levis. Yeah, Mariota. I think was probably
And-
the. Hold on. Here we go.
Yep.
Okay.
Cam Ward,
Cam Ward.
quarterback from
Will
Florida.
Levis, you
Miami.
can say goodbye to Nashville, sir. Sorry.
Thank God. Everybody's saying that in Nashville.
I remember he was still sitting there. And his girlfriend's sitting next to him. She's looking
Oh,
exasperated.
that's
She's like, "What
right.
the hell?" He later dropped her like a bad habit. So
People get to have mayonnaise now in Nashville again.
you don't have to put it in your coffee. You can just slather it onto
Ugh.
whatever sandwich you
Ugh.
love. Believe me, when I heard Will Levinson say that, I was like, "Dude, are you dead serious? Ew,
Ugh.
that's wrong in every way possible."
Ugh.
That'd be
Trade. There's a trade alert.
Trade alert.
Trade alert.
Whoa.
Hold on.
Cleveland traded
We
their
have a
pick to
trade.
the Jacksonville Jaguars.
I see it. I'm watching an NFL
I'm-
Network. I just saw it pop up on the little banner thing. Oh
I'm
my
watching
God.
NFL Network and
Holy
I'm behind, I
smokes, is that
guess.
that big?
I'm just watching
was
Cam Ward
huge.
come out. He's about ready to get his hat and he's gonna be like, yeah.
I must be like 3-4 seconds ahead of you guys because I saw it come up.
Yeah.
I am way
No,
behind.
I just looked. I've got my phone right here, and I look down. My husband's playing a game that's on the TV. So
Oh, kick his ass off the TV.
no, he's having too much fun.
So-
I'm not doing that to him.
So who had the trade?
It went to Jacksonville.
Yeah, Cleveland.
okay.
They treat Cleveland traded with Jacksonville, so it does make you wonder who is Jacksonville going to take.
Jacksonville's going to go after. Probably going to go after either. It's either one of the two, but I'm going to say it's probably going to be Hunter.
Probably Travis
I'm
Hunter.
gonna say Genty, maybe.
Abdul Carter.
Maybe
Abdul Carter.
Ooh.
we'll see.
Yeah, I don't want to see him twice a year.
He's going to be on that defensive
Alvin
line.
Rappaport's talking about it right now.
I wonder what they gave up.
All right, so
No,
Jacksonville gets a
Jaguars
second
get
round.
a second, fourth, and sixth round pick.
And Cleveland's going to get the fifth overall pick, the second round pick at number 36, fourth round pick at number 126, and a first round pick in next year's draft.
They're going to love that first round pick next year.
Oh, I bet they will.
That means they're going to go after Sanders.
Probably. They might go after But it depends on if the Giants decide they want to take a chance on Shador Sanders.
And a one next year. And
Watch him take
We'll
Genty.
go after Abdul Carter and then trade back in.
Either way,
the
we're going to
Jacksonville
find out.
Jaguars are now on the clock.
That would be funny if it was Genty.
It should
Well,
be
that would-
anyway. And I made sure to get this quote right from James Gladstone.
Got TT and JJ together for the team names, I noticed.
Right. Well, at least I know if they show us the Jaguars war room or the draft room,
Yeah, they
Tony
showed
Khan's not
Travis.
going to have his neck in a neck bracelet last year.
Charles, everything I know about Travis Hunter and talking to people that are around him, he only likes three things in life.
So I originally had Travis Hunter going to Cleveland.
Probably going to Cleveland.
That's what the rumor was all week
Yeah,
this week.
the rumor was, I've also been hearing, like, if his fiance has her say, her man's going to New York.
Well, and the funny thing was that they were saying earlier that Cleveland was taking trade offers up until the last second.
Right.
Now we're on stage with the
We got 4:18 to go, at least on my clock.
I'm at
Same
4:15.
413 going down on my team. They're talking 9 takeaways in 2024. Yeah, I remember they drafted
I
Brian
think this is
Thomas Jr. Last year.
The rumor was Jacksonville was going to move up, but I didn't expect this at all.
Well,
Oh, they moved up.
I mentioned what Schefter said on Twitter, which was expect explosive activity. I say this is the beginning of it.
Cleveland getting that second round pick give them a chance to jump back into the first round again.
Yeah,
Take it in for Jacksonville.
probably. War room.
Now
Nope. Tony
I'm
Khan's
worried,
not wearing a neck brace.
I'm worried now the Browns might get Janty.
Oh, God. I
Yeah.
would have loved Genty for the Cowboys because we do need a running back, but
He wouldn't have gotten
That's-
past the
that's gonna-
Bears.
probably not.
Mm-mm.
I never believed Genty was going to go to the Cowboys anyway, so. We're
I
gonna
had
s-
somebody else for Dallas.
Yeah, pick is in.
This is going to be bad.
Mm,
I had Genty going to the Raiders, James.
mhm.
I know everybody did.
Yeah.
This is-
Now,
We'll see what happens. Now we don't know.
At least the one thing they're not taking is a quarterback.
You
I
sure?
wish.
invested too much. They've invested too much in Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah.
Oh.
This might be Hunter.
It could be. We'll find out.
Oh,
I mean,
okay,
heck.
if it is,
As a wrestling
is,
fan, I mean, I'd be
I
happy
would-
to see Travis
No,
Hunter
no.
at AEW shows in
Not
Jacksonville.
Hunter.
That's a suit. That'll stand out from space.
That's Pepto Bismol right there. Holy
Pepto
smokes.
Bismol.
That's
Oh my
cold.
God.
I'm a
Wow.
Barbie
Come
girl.
on, get that Barbie wild.
Look at that.
Wow.
I have not even gotten to that point. I'm probably behind a couple of you guys.
I'm behind, but I was spotted. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I
Or you
think
can
it's
say-
Abdul
or you can
Carter.
say it's the pink highlighter.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like they're gonna get a Hunter. I'll say
Well,
they're
I'm waiting
already
for Roger Goodell
hugging.
to show up with. Yeah, I mean, I'm waiting for Roger Goodell to show up with the card saying who's going to be picked at number 2 by Jacksonville.
The way that they're hugging. Well, there's Jaguar fans too. The way that they're hugging. The way
Where's everybody?
Duval.
Duval.
Or what did that coach say at the press conference? Duval.
If
Travis
if
Hunter.
was-
I think
if
it's
was
Hunter.
I think it's Carter.
I
if
hope
I
so.
was a-
I'll
If I
believe
was
it
a
when I see
media
it.
person, I'd be going, don't say that again.
Yeah, exactly.
Duval.
Here comes Roger. Here comes Roger
Who in the
Goodell.
world's naming the pick?
Let's see.
That's a
The
tall
Jaguars
defensive
mascot.
lineman.
That is a tall
Oh,
dude
man.
right there.
Take a moment to recognize the player who's made a profound impact
Oh, okay.
in off the field. The Walter Payton
Ah.
Man of the Year Award, presented by Nationwide,
Makes sense.
recognizes one player.
That's right. Because Man of the Year was from Jacksonville.
Yeah. So yeah, they're going to bring him out to announce the second pick in this year's draft.
Yeah.
Tonight,
So let's see.
That makes sense.
I know Jonathan Taylor's doing indies this year.
Right.
Eric Armstead.
Here we go.
With the second pick.
New
The
teammate,
Jacksonville Jaguars select.
Abdul Carter.
Oh, I was gonna say something sarcastic, but I decided against it.
You're in Green Bay.
Randy Orton.
I want to say thank you to the commissioner.
Oh, that guy.
Dragon Viper when we need him, when we can give him crap about that one. Randy
Tonight,
Orton.
I want to encourage each player embarking on the NFL journey
He's
Former
giving the
49er.
Yep.
Ah.
to and act upon it. Use your platform to make your community the lead.
Where's the fast forward button?
As a re-
Hey, look at all those people.
Ah!
Interesting. Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
Who's going to Jacksonville, sir?
I'm not saying.
And neither am I.
I haven't seen it yet.
We have a trade.
What the?
What?
The Browns have traded the second pick to the Jacksonville Jaguars.
They did?
Oh, didn't we already know about this?
And with the second pick in the two.
Yeah, but I don't think the fans did.
No, they all got phones.
Yeah, they got Hunter.
Oh my
Yep.
God!
Oh, Pepto. I get to see that guy twice a year instead.
Pepto
Great.
Bismol suit and this very
Great.
heavy tattooed.
The thing about
Guys,
it,
Oh, look
will
at
that
he
guy's
those.
be? Will he be more? He's going to be a corner. He's a better corner than a receiver.
Right.
So definitely he's going to be there
Wow.
on defense.
Yeah.
I just wonder if he's going to be used with all the receivers gone from Jacksonville now. Will he
we'll
be
see
used
what
on receiver?
I don't know. Whoever the coach is, apparently he's going to have to be open to the idea of, oh my God, he's so excited he just can't help himself.
This guy's just all teeth.
There you go. He's like he's like it's like my birthday.
I think
Yeah.
once he realizes once it becomes October and he realizes his team isn't going to make the playoffs, so he won't be that happy.
Well,
Probably not.
Yeah.
remember
He
about
won't
the
be
whole
bouncing
coach
around.
about him going to where a coach may not be. This might be where Dion goes.
Maybe.
But after 1 year,
That's what I was
I don't
saying
know.
earlier.
They just hired a new
That don't mean anything.
They already have the jersey made. Wow.
My
Yeah,
God.
they have that. They have
They're
that
always
APAC
made.
stage.
They had the whole. It's like. The
Yeah, they
Giants
got a
knew
warehouse
they
in
were
the
going to
back.
get him. They just needed
Yeah.
to make the right moves to
They
get him.
probably put like all the top like 4 or 5 guys there and said,
Right.
make
Yeah.
jerseys for each of them just in case.
Yeah.
So they have everybody's name and everything, kind of ready to go with the jerseys.
Yeah.
And then as they're called, that's when they start pressing them and making the jersey.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
They
what
have
does the Giants do now? I mean,
I don't.
Giants
well,
go that dual.
They're gonna
They'll
get a
probably go-
defensive end. They'll
Or
get
should-
out Bill
or-
Carter from Penn State.
Or Shador Sanders.
No,
I
they
can't
said
see
they're not
Shador
going
going this early.
They said they're
I
not
know.
going
It's,
quarterback.
No, yeah, no. They gotta get better up front. I think Abdul Carter.
yeah.
He's the next best player with the rankings that I know.
Yeah, they just showed that Carter was you're talking about the Penn State tackle or whatever.
Yeah, the
I think that's what
DM.
they're
Abdul
talking
Carter.
about.
Yeah, they now see. They just showed that he's the best
Gotta
available.
get it. I mean, the Giants need a lot, but
This is the team I thought would trade out. I thought
Yeah,
for sure
you
the
would've
Giants
thought so,
would be the
but-
ones to trade out.
I think
You gotta
they're
get the
so
best
high
player
on Travis
available.
Hunter, they were just like, hey, why not?
But they need so much.
They do.
yeah.
So I got Jalen Walker to the Giants.
Ah.
That's a linebacker, though. They're good with Thibodeau there. They're good with
Well,
him.
the pitch is in.
For the Giants,
I-
well,
I
let's
got-
find out.
I'm 2 for
They
2
probably
on
win.
the team, but I'm 2 on 2.
This is
2 for
like-
2 here.
There's definitely something here. Yeah, Jacksonville. Yeah,
I'll be
draft
right back.
party. Okay. Yeah, they're showing the draft party in Neptune Beach, Florida. I'm like, woo. Travis Hunter looks like looks like a kid on his birthday who just got the most amazing presents he's ever gotten in his life.
I'm surprised at the reports that he came out saying that if he can't play both ways, then scare teams away.
Didn't scare Jacksonville away. They're like, hey, we'll take it. We'll take a guy who can play both sides of the ball.
We mentioned that he's going home. His hometown in Georgia is about 374 miles from Jacksonville. We'll talk about
He's not going to be far from home either.
of Lambeau Field. The legendary Green Bay Packers. John Hudson is the only player in NFL.
Is he from the Jacksonville area or?
No, he's from
Georgia.
He's from Georgia, but where he's from is not that far away from Jacksonville.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Maybe that's why he's hyped. I mean,
Probably.
all right, let's see if I can get on my computer now.
Okay.
My computer's been acting out.
Ooh.
All right.
Hey, kitty. Come here. Come here, Misha.
All right. Did I miss anything? Oh, wow.
Up to the Giants. But I don't know if you want to go with a QB. Would you want someone like Shador Sanders to go up against someone like Russell Wilson and Jameis Winston in training camp to compete for the starting job?
So Casey King is pretty much saying after the first pick, it should be interesting.
The rest of the draft will be interesting. It has been interesting so far.
Well, here's the thing
We've
with
already
the
had
first
one
pick,
trade.
Titans. I mean, the Titans now took a quarterback in the last three drafts.
Mm-hmm.
You know, is a team that needs a quarterback, aka Minnesota, needs a backup.
Here we
You
go.
think they could be calling the Titans and maybe working something out closer to the regular season?
And they got
With a
Abdul
little leverage.
Carter.
Abdul Carter.
Giants got Abdul Carter, so it looks like
That defense,
Gonna-
that defense is going to be solid next year with that. pick.
yeah. So whatever for the quarterback, that way you could.
Yeah, but they need offense.
whoever the QB is could have a connection with Malik Neighbors.
True.
I mean, if they picked Shador Sanders, could you imagine Giants having an explosive QB wide receiver duo, Shador Sanders and Malik Neighbors? I mean, I talked to someone about that, and he thought it was really cool. So But looks like they realize defense is definitely a need, especially at his position.
I kind of felt like they were okay on defense. They needed more offense. But
I don't know.
who knows? And Penn State's really good at making defensive players.
Yeah, just look at Micah Parsons.
Micah Parsons, Sean Lee, Van Der Esch.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Patriots on the clock. Year 2 after Belichick left. What do they do?
They got
Yep.
a new head. Yeah. Well, I
They
think-
take Will Campbell. I think New England takes a lineman, Will Campbell.
Probably.
That's who I'm thinking. My
All right, so Will Campbell will start dropping.
that's usually how it works here. Yeah. Usually how it works. Wow, that's a lot of people.
The
in-
draft party, East Rutherford,
New
New
York.
Jersey. Oh my God,
Wow.
it's crazy. It looks like a party there at MetLife Stadium. I think.
Looks like a preview of SummerSlam.
Oh, here we go. Penn State's number 11 tradition: LeVar Arrington, Navarro Bowman, Micah Parsons, and Abdul Carter.
Where,
For 60 minutes, this dude is
What's that
or
thing?
teams that one player's not going to make.
before the season.
Who?
At defensive end. He asked for the switch. They were wondering how he was going to handle
Who's not going to make it?
that.
And I tell you that defense, watching this guy highlights, man, that Giant defense could be huge next year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm scared.
When it's third down, he's got speed to power, he's got high side speed, he's got an inside spin, he's got it all.
Wow, these teams are making quick picks early.
They are. It's like they just want to get this over and done with before any type of craziness happens. They already had it happen earlier.
It kind of feels like every team's going on first available or next available.
Something like
Like
that.
we don't care.
No.
We'll take anybody.
Yeah, we'll take it.
Dad and the rest of your family.
We're not going off a need. We're going off a want.
Thank you for my family. Thank you for everybody holding me to this moment. I can't wait to celebrate this moment with my family.
You grew up in Philly. You grew up an Eagles fan. How are you going to bring the Giants to dominate in the NFC?
I'm all New York getting everything from me. All the passion that I have, all the love that I have, all the excitement. On third down and be allowed, I'm going to get that big spray. My first pass up with that big explosive play.
Been an interesting draft.
I'm always saying to that,
It is early.
defensive players selected in the top 3 overall by the Giants in the common draft.
Wow, that's the least amount of people I've ever seen in Lambeau Field.
Yeah, we're used to seeing the Lambeau Field be like filled all the way to the top.
Where's Shedeur Sanders?
I don't know.
He said he wasn't coming.
Yeah, but they're showing a camera of Shedeur Sanders' house, and he's not on the couch.
He's stressed out.
Let me tell y'all, I think the Patriots should go get offensive line help for their quarterback Drake May. There's a couple of guys that I'm looking at. Let's see. Ahmed Membu from Missouri or Will Campbell from LSU. Maybe
Can you use that name in a sentence, please?
Will Campbell. Will Campbell or the other guy?
Here we go.
The
New
other
England
guy.
pick is in.
Armand Membu?
Armin Membo.
So the pick is
That's what
in,
it's-
and we're at a commercial. Oh,
I feel like that's what they need. I mean, they have a good defense already. They went out and did that, not only did they get Stephon Diggs, but they went out and got defensive help. So I feel like I feel like Drake May got beat a lot this year or last year. He got sacked a
Really
lot.
good.
They need offensive help.
I just
If
have
you're
that
gonna
feeling.
invest in
They
Drake,
should.
and if you're going to invest in a quarterback like Drake Mayo, then
See, that's
You
what
hope.
you have to
Tennessee-
protect him. That's the big
and
thing.
that's and that's one thing that Tennessee didn't do. Tennessee didn't protect their investments. So,
No.
Will Levis didn't look as good as he should have been. So
Exactly.
that's why I've always said in the top 5, top 10, you got to have all doors open, all avenues open to make your team better. I mean, one guy's not going to do it.
Mm-mm.
Unless you are Houston, Texas, but you draft Stroud and then you come back and you draft Anderson right away, and then still ended up with a pretty decent receiver running back later. So
yeah.
Right.
Yeah, they mentioned signed Stephon Diggs to a 3-year contract, $69 million.
And there's a linebacker already.
Harold Landry the third, 3 years, $42.5 million contract. And they were last in the NFL in sacks at 28. So
well, that's defense.
The New England defense didn't get a lot in terms of sacks.
Yeah. And the Diggs signing, as long as he stays, he checks his ego at the door. I mean, that's a heck of a signing for New England.
Yeah.
Okay, so what that tells me, they might get Mason Graham, the defensive tackle out of Michigan.
Maybe.
If people are thinking, okay, maybe they already got enough offensive line help where they could get it later on in the draft.
Probably.
Maybe they go after the best prospect, at least defensively left, which would be Mason Graham. I think they thought they would have hoped that Abdul Carter would have been there. They would have picked him right away. Oh, yeah. But that was a good pick by the Giants. They'll see him in the preseason. Rookies don't even play in the preseason anymore. Never mind.
They said that Patriots need a left tackle, receiver, defensive tackle, and edge are their top 4 needs.
They need a lot.
They need a left tackle. And that's what either Campbell is or Membu. But they're saying Membu his size will move him to guard, but they need a left tackle already. Yeah. That would be Will Campbell out of LSU. So I'm conflicted about that, but maybe they go after the best prospect available with Graham.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Yeah, if they go Graham, the defense is going to be pretty decent.
Yeah. Pick us in and
but
Goodell's
I think if it's me, I'm going offensive tackle.
Me too.
Yeah.
Will Campbell.
Oh.
Out of LSU. Go Tigers.
Okay. Yeah,
I like to think I know something, but
yeah, you go and you protect your young.
Look at the height of him. Look at the height.
He's almost 6'6".
Yeah,
I
like
big
that.
Boy, oh my god! Look at this.
He's 6'5",
pear-shaped.
19 pounds.
6'5", 7 1/8 tall. Let's just round it up. He's almost 6'6".
I love rounding it up.
I prefer to round it up. It's just easier that way.
So much better.
Yes.
Money wise too.
Yeah.
651? No, give me 7.
Yep, exactly.
I like this pick for New England. They need
I like
something.
I like the fact that he's just taking it in stride. He's not getting all excited. I mean, he hugged his parents.
Well, that's how offensive
he's
line
not
is.
Travis Hunter who was jumping around like he's doing. He's jumping around like a jumping bean. Pretty much, he was like so stoked and excited and everything.
I think Tim could probably speak to this more, but offensive line, you're the anchor of the whole team pretty much, and you're there through the good and the bad of a whole drive of like sacks or positive plays. So you should be even killed throughout the whole thing.
Yeah, you gotta with playing offensive line, you gotta kind of have to be kind of even keeled, because if you go one way, you're considered dirty. You go the other way, you're considered passive, and you can't be that.
All right, this is where the Raiders get screwed here for what Cleveland's going to do.
Yeah, Cleveland's going to make sure they're going to get whoever Vegas wants.
I think they're going Mason Graham at this point.
I hope so.
I'm still going to say Shedeur Sanders. There you go.
No.
As a little
and-
Patriots fan, he's so cute.
Maybe
I
Cleveland
Got his
trades
big
again.
chain and his beanie hat on.
I love that
I-
beanie.
That's so
I
cute.
think sports cards like Topps and stuff should take a
Yeah.
picture of them holding the jersey up with Gordell and make
Yeah,
that their
just
first
like,
card. I think that'd be
click.
kind of cool.
Put
That's
it
just
on a
me,
Topps trading card. You got something there,
though.
and then you can say, "I remember this dude from this moment."
So the Browns are in. Pick is in.
Browns are coming in, and then Vegas afterwards.
What disappointment will they have next?
Okay, my hope is Cleveland gets.
I hope Cleveland does not draft a quarterback because they've had so much screw ups at quarterback.
But the Browns almost. I mean that's the Browns thing though. I mean we've seen the jersey.
Draft a QB and screw them over.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. I mean they honestly if they go Graham and put him with I can't think of their
Miles Garrett.
The pick is in.
Garrett,
Oh God, that Browns defense will be improved by a lot.
Mason Graham from Michigan, defensive tackle. I'll say. What would be weird is having a Michigan man playing for a Cleveland or Ohio team.
Yeah.
That's how that one Braylon Edwards was like that.
You had Braylon Edwards who played for
Uh,
Michigan with Ohio State, or went to Cleveland. You had Jabril Peppers with the Michigan.
Yeah. Cleveland's pick is in.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Oh no.
I think as football fans, we all say, "Oh no, what are the Browns going to do?"
Because Nick Chubb is a free agent, so he's not on their roster. So that's what bugs me.
No.
My new
that they
boss
might get
is a
him.
If I'm the Browns,
my new boss is a Cleveland fan, so I'm hoping to God when I see her on Monday, she is just like, "What the heck did they do?"
Am I going to be screwed 2 years in a row? Remember, Denver picked Bo Nix before the Raiders.
Since 2023, Will Campbell's only allowed 2 sacks in almost 1,000.
Here's the crazy thing, though.
That's why they love him.
Right.
Oh God,
That's tough to do, especially in the SEC.
Right, exactly.
And that many pass plays.
Yeah.
Yep. It's funny.
So,
Miles
I
Garrett
guess
signs a new contract after requesting a trade. It's nuts.
So I guess McAfee's doing his show, draft special. And he has,
everybody's doing it. I bet you we could, flip through Facebook here and YouTube and TikTok and see everybody doing a broadcast.
Probably. Yeah, they're doing something. Uh-oh.
Come on.
Dun, 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 dun.
Well, here it comes.
Here it comes.
Come on, Mason Graham. Come on, Mason Graham.
Mason Graham.
You got it. James got it.
The only reason of that, just because I want Jainty that bad.
You guys are about. You guys that said Mason Graham about 10.
Because the Raiders are up next.
You guys are 2 seconds, about 10 seconds ahead of me. So, that's
this is where Tom Brady's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt.
I know.
It's gonna hurt James right here by taking
Sanders.
He's gonna take him. He's gonna take Armin
If
Membu.
he takes Shador Sanders, James is gonna be like, "Oh no!"
I don't even want Geno Smith.
You don't even know.
I mean, honestly, if Tom Brady has any say in it,
Seattle.
You know he's going to push for a quarterback. I mean,
they already said he was pushing. They said he was going to have a say in this game.
Okay, my worry, y'all, is that they get Tara Aurora McMillian. He's a wide receiver out of Arizona. So I'm worried because there's a video out there. He's eating dinner somewhere, and he's like, "Oh, I don't care about the game. I don't work hard. I don't train hard. It just happens." I'm worried that if they get him, okay, it's Jainty. Yeah. It's got to be Jainty. It's got to be.
It's Matthew Golden.
It's oh my God!
It's going to be Armin Membu.
Tom Brady
Please.
was
It's gonna be
smart when
anybody
making
but
this
Genty.
pick, sir. Because we got
It's going to be anybody
a
but
fan here who does
Genty.
not want you to break his heart.
This is
It's
the
gonna be
Remember-
Randy Cox from C2C.
Remember the
Yeah.
last 2 years they drafted tight ends in the first round. Remember
Yeah.
Michael Mayer, and
Right.
Brock Bowers.
You were right the first time
Meyer. John Mayer.
because it was a nightmare.
So Tyler Warren is there. He's a tight end out of Penn State. He really did
For
well.
3
this
years
year.
in a row, the Raiders take a tight end. James is
I
gonna
no.
lose it.
There's no.
You
I will be pissed.
I swear, Raiders have one of the best up and coming tight ends in the league right now. Was it Bruce Bowers? Is his name?
Brock Bowers.
Or
Brock
Bowers,
Lesnar.
yeah.
Brock Lesnar Bowers.
I want to see him F5 a defender from doesn't matter what team they're playing. Or just pick him up
Well,
and just throw him.
Javon Walker was supposed to be up there if Janty was already selected, but I hope
Right.
the Raiders don't need defensive. They need offense. Like that.
Yes.
That is so easy.
You got the new tight end. You need a quarterback. You need a running back. You need O linemen.
Everything.
You need everything.
The only thing you don't need is a tight end.
No, you don't need
Right.
a tight end. You definitely don't.
If go away, Cleveland.
Hey, we're gonna suck again
You
for
already
another
made
year.
your pick. Just go away. Go away.
We suck again for another year.
Dude, that Watson thing
At
is
least
crazy.
Cleveland didn't. Yeah, he tore his Achilles twice. What an idiot.
No, you know what's crazy too is that New Orleans.
That Dominic Mysterio?
Yeah.
That Dominic.
If it is, where's his Intercontinental Championship belt?
All
The
right,
guy
just pick
taking
your
it in the
team.
boardroom.
Come on.
No, that's not Dominic Mysterio. He doesn't have
It,
long
it's
hair.
No, it's the guy in the camera in the corner.
Like, oh God!
It's
Come
El
on.
Americano.
I know. Hurry up with NFL Network. Hurry up with the interview with this guy. Come
Well,
on.
you guys are on
What channel you
NFL.
guys watching this on?
I'm on ESPN.
I've got
I'm
it
on
on
NFL
NFL Network.
Network.
I keep
Okay,
going
I'm
back
on
and forth.
ABC.
ABC.
think I'm on
Yeah, plus it's part of the-
Raiders.
ABC
The autumn
does
wi-
more.
the autumn wind is a
in-depth
Raider.
stuff.
Not the best looking fans in the
Yeah,
world,
they're-
but we're here.
Yeah,
They're more
I
in
think
depth with
Yeah, you
their
gotta be
stuff.
Black.
confident.
You even have Darth Vader is like the Raiders' biggest fan.
Oh boy, the
Stadium
pick
all
is in.
decked
Here
out
we
with
go.
his lightsaber and his spikes out of the shoulder pads. Oh God.
Man, I can't imagine
Kicker.
the last time a running back was picked this.
What was the year
High.
Janikowski got picked by the Raiders? I'm
2000?
Remember that? 2000? Yeah, it feels like a
Mhm.
century
Or
ago, to be
99.
honest.
Yeah.
One of
That was
them, but
awesome.
he was a great kicker. Oh,
Come
here we
on,
go.
Roger.
Commissioner, don't f this up.
Oh, he will.
Here we go.
Sanders.
Got your wish, Sir James Ashton
Ashton
Gentry. He is supposed to
Wow.
play in Dallas, but I knew once he said it, I was like, dude, that is not happening.
Tim, I think we talked after Raycom, and you said that Gentry, if he fell to the Raiders and passed them, the Bears would get him. But
Oh yeah,
I don't think
Yeah,
everybody
that was
wanted him.
Yeah.
This is great because Jazir White was supposed to be the running back that would do more when Jacobs left to Green Bay, but
Yep.
that didn't work. So I got to watch Janty a lot, especially against San Diego State here. And even though he's not tall, he is strong, shifty,
Crafty.
and I just can't wait to see him perform.
You are gonna be geeking out once you see him in silver and black. That's
The thing is that I think people were talking about, where they said, "Oh, he didn't face the best of college football." You know, I know they played Oregon to almost a win. It came down to a field goal, I think, in week 1, as they're showing highlights of that. But he ran through him and around him, so I think he could play with anybody. The hope is that it's a tough division that the Raiders are in.
Oh my God.
Stop
well,
running.
and the thing is,
Don't run.
And the thing is with these teams that pick these weapons, everybody's gonna say, "Oh, they had a good rookie year. Wait till the film's out on them.
Right.
Let's see what year 2 takes." That's why everybody talks about the sophomore slump. So, yeah, I think the Raiders.
I think the Raiders hit a home run here.
They did. I mean, you end up
Yeah.
getting. It's draft party. Oh, it's in Frisco, Texas. I know that place pretty well.
That's crazy. A draft party and you're in Texas. That's crazy.
Yeah. It's in Frisco, Texas.
Well, they
No.
can't. They can't have Super Bowl parties, so why not have a draft party?
Oh my god! Yeah, well.
Whoa.
Don't compare him to Emmett Smith.
That's what I just saw right now. I'm like, whoa.
Okay, somebody's been smoking way too much dope.
If he plays with the
Who are they comparing
broken
to?
left shoulder in a game,
Yeah.
then we'll
Then
talk.
you can do
Oh,
then you
you
can
gotta
then
be
we can do
kidding
the
me.
Emmett Smith comparison because
Remember what was the
played in-
game against the Giants like in '93 or something?
I think
He
that was
separated his
I
shoulder.
got
Yeah.
ABC's,
Yeah.
separated his shoulder and he was able to
ABC's comparing him
get the
to
yardage he
Barry
needed. He put
Sanders.
the ball in his other arm.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
height wise.
Yeah, look at
Yeah, I
that,
mean,
Chris. Remember when they were winning Super Bowl? Just playing.
Remember
I
those
know,
days?
95. I was young.
Remember those
There's more than
days?
one Cowboys fan in here right now.
The last
Yeah.
the last time a Cowboy saw the Super Bowl was during Madden. We get it.
They wore shiny pants the last time they won the Super Bowl.
Shiny pants. I hated those shiny pants.
You know they changed their
Those were horrible.
color.
Well,
They made it
did,
more aqua now. The blue pants at home.
I never really
See
noticed.
right there, it looks silver. The old pants are silver.
Jets. The pick is in for the Jets.
They need.
They need everything. They're taking Tyler Warren.
This is an interesting one.
I think the Jets take Tyler Warren.
They pick a quarterback.
yeah, but
George
again,
Sanders.
yeah,
You would have to
that would be a
pick a
nice-
quarterback.
I'd laugh if they took.
Jackson Dart. No, who did they get in the offseason for quarterback? New York
Nobody.
Jets?
Jets. I don't know.
No, they did. Russell Wilson.
No,
that's the
No, that was
that's
the
the
Giants.
Giants.
We're talking about that other New York team that wears green. And
Oh,
his-
no,
Justin
Justin
Fields.
Justin Fields.
Jets.
They have Garrett Wilson at receiver.
Mhm.
They have a couple
He's a
of
good
running
one.
backs already.
Right.
They don't really have a tight end. That's where I can see Tyler Warren maybe going there.
Outside of Conklin, yeah, I don't.
I can see Tyler
Well, but
Warren.
the
Be right
thing
back, I
is,
gotta
too, is,
refill this.
are the Jets sold on their young quarterback that they drafted last year and the year before? So, or are they sold on Wilson or Fields? I mean, but again,
Jordan
he's got nobody
Travis?
there to protect them, or
I feel bad for Justin
you just
Fields,
never know.
man.
If
I do too.
you go lineman, then you go Membu.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
we have
They
to
could
go
go.
offensive line.
They could go wide receiver.
Nah.
Tat.
You need someone to
No,
protect.
I think you.
I think they're good at
if you-
receiver. They're good.
I think
I
if
would
you-
say
if you-
wide
if you-
receiver.
If you're the Jets, I
McMillan?
think you go offense or defensive line.
I'm going receiver because that's fine.
I'm gonna say offense.
The Jets
They need
will
more
go.
offensive line help than defensive line help.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
is true.
I agree with that.
I agree they do, but they'll probably just.
I'm just waiting for the
Probably
Cowboys
will.
pick to get McMillian, that receiver.
I don't know about that.
I think he's gonna last that long
I don't
to
know.
get to the Cowboys. What are y'all, number 12?
Yep. Roger
You
saw
draft-
Last
that.
time Cowboys were in the Super Bowl, the Panthers
You
and
draft
Braves
at
were 1 year in the
12,
league.
okay.
Texans and Ravens didn't even exist yet. Yeah, that's a fact.
You know who was the last pick at 12 for the Cowboys? Like the last time we had the 12th pick.
I know we did a little. There was a little bit of moving up and down.
CD Lamb?
It's not.
Yep.
It's
No,
not Irvin.
no. Micah
What
Parsons,
year?
I think.
What year?
Yeah.
2020.
Oh, Chandler Parsons.
It was Chrissy had it. It was Carson.
Micah Parsons, I think it was 22.
It
I
was
think
4 or 5 years ago.
4 or 5 years ago. Let me
Yeah.
go real fast here. I completely forgot. I know he's covering this for Bleacher Report. So
Oh,
yeah, well he
Do
has
you
the
think-
he has the podcast through Bleacher Report, so that's why he's doing it.
let me ask the two Cowboy fans here. Do you think an extension gets done before the first game or no?
I hope well before that.
Or Jerry
I don't
doesn't
think
do.
so.
Well, Jerry did
2021
the
was
last
when Michael
two.
Parsons was drafted. 2021.
Jerry will get the extension done, but it won't be before him.
It won't be easy.
No, it won't.
It won't.
It would be
won't.
like, CD
easy.
and what he did.
And Dak.
It's easy. He just likes to waste time.
Yeah, he likes to kind of wait till
Guy-
it gets to
you know,
a certain
but
point,
here's a-
basically. Yeah.
So here's a thought for the Cowboy fans. Getting closer to the pick and Sanders ain't drafted, how scared do you guys get?
I
I'm
don't know.
not. I don't think he's going at all.
Can't
Even
do
if
that.
he's available, I don't think he's going.
No, it's not. I mean,
That's Jerry
I
Jones,
think
though.
that's Jerry Jones. I know he wants to make a huge splash. That was one thing in 2021 that a lot of us were concerned about if he went for someone like Kyle Pitts, who ended up
Ooh.
getting drafted to Atlanta.
Offensive
Of course,
tackle
we got
for the
Michael
Jets.
Parsons, and that proved to be a better pick.
Membu,
Jets,
right?
here we go.
Membu, yep.
Yep,
Hey,
there it is.
There we
I
go.
have picked it.
All right.
Membu.
Membu out of the University of Missouri.
Jim, you're on a
His
roll
mom.
today.
Oh, look at his mom.
must do
Oh
some
my
homework.
gosh, he's so happy.
Huh? Homework. I'm working on zero sleep. What's homework? Homework. It's like playoffs.
Playoffs. Playoffs.
Practice.
What
We're talking
are
about
playoffs?
practice.
But practice. We're talking
Homework?
about
What are
Homework?
playoffs? I don't know what those are.
What is practice? Tell me.
Whoa, he took
Oh,
him
the pick
down.
is in for Carolina already.
What?
Damn.
What?
Okay.
Yeah, they're going to take Jalen Walker.
Oh
I
God.
think everybody's just picking off of want, not need.
Right.
Boy, I like the rate it's
Well, we know
going.
Carolina
Keep it
doesn't
going.
need a quarterback. They're investing.
Keep
in
it going. I
Okay.
might be asleep by 4.
Nate.
Okay, New Orleans.
Yeah, no kidding.
New Orleans. They should surprise everybody and get Jackson Dart with the ninth.
I was thinking the exact same thing.
They really should. Carr is in the shop for this season.
Yeah.
Who else do you have? You have
You don't
Yeah,
really,
but
you don't really have.
You got
No,
Spencer
Rattler.
Rattler. Rattler.
Oh, Spencer Rattler.
That's right, Hill.
Look at that rat. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
that's him.
Yeah, I
They
forgot
can cut.
Swiss
They
Army
can cut
knife,
him too.
so to speak.
You gotta get him.
I hate Spencer Rattler.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta get Jackson Dart. Are we all
You
thinking
want
they
Dylan
go? Walker will go to Charlotte. with the
I think
Maybe.
Walker goes to Carolina.
Right.
Oh, we have a flashback from '81.
Yeah.
It is
84
Jet fans.
and 92. 92. What was that?
92?
That was
Kyle Brady in '95.
Oh yeah.
that was the Warren
Instead of
Sapp
getting
year, wasn't
Warren
it?
Sapp,
90
yeah.
instead of 95.
Oh my God.
We got Marcus.
Oh
Mark
God.
And we got Marcus
Sanchez.
Mariota in 09
Hey,
instead of
Mark Sanchez has done a great job on
No.
NFL on
commentary.
Fox.
Yeah.
I'll
He's a
watch
great
him.
commentator.
But you know, he's notorious for the butt fumble.
Yeah, that's
He's
the
a-
Unfortunately, that's like but that's the Jets. He played for the Jets, so that
Oh,
sort of
come on.
sort of stupid stuff happens. Panthers.
Hey,
Picks
we
are
have
in and
two
they still
couple-
take a good 15
Yeah, they're just
minutes.
wasting time. Is pretty much what it is.
Let's go
Well,
Charlotte.
that's because it's Wisconsin.
Did you know the
And there's
Panther
money.
logo is shaped out to be both Carolina states?
North and South Carolina.
Yeah, when you notice the Panther logo, the
Oh, I
shape
guess
of
I
it,
don't
I never
It's the
really
two
noticed that, to be
states
honest. I
together.
just thought it's like, oh, it's a cat. Okay.
I found that out like 3 months ago, and I didn't even know. I should have known that.
Well, now,
That's your useless
sense.
fact.
now I gotta
You think
look that up.
Javon Walker?
Jalen Walker.
Jalen Walker.
Jalen Walker.
Javon Walker was the wide receiver from Green Bay and Denver.
That's who I'm thinking.
Oh. Okay,
Or
factoid.
pronouncing
Mark
wrong.
Sanchez, the last Jets QB to win a playoff game.
Yeah.
I didn't. I forgot about that. That was so long ago.
He won like 3
2010?
years in a row, didn't he?
2 years.
I think he won a playoff game in 3 straight years.
9, 10, 11?
Yeah.
I think so.
You know, it's funny. I'm looking this website. They don't even have Walker in these prospects. They have his teammate at Georgia, Malachi Starks. at
Malachi
safety.
Starks.
Yeah. But I don't see Walker
Mom?
anywhere.
They got him up as an edge rusher on my site.
Where the hell is he? Because there he is, all the way at number 32, which is wrong. Because me and Chris did the watch party with what was it, Texas and Georgia, and it seemed like I was calling Walker's name a lot. Like he was very active. He went wherever the ball was, and you love to have a guy like that.
Oh, that's the job.
Yeah, definitely. Even to go on the other side of the field and be there. You just love a linebacker to do that.
You just tackle the ball boy.
This is funny. This is funny. Look at this on Twitter.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
Travis Hunter is all the way.
Time and location.
Yeah.
Somebody needs to smack.
Because the Jacksonville owner or the owner.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, the president. Yeah, president of AEW. So I get the whole thing with the graphic, but it's still hilarious.
Where is this?
The draft is in Green Bay.
Which is weird because it's not in the stadium.
Yeah, I think it's
outside
Lambeau
the
Field.
stadium. Yeah, but it's not in the stadium.
No, it's outside
No.
the stadium.
It's if I'm not mistaken, it's at there's a plaza right across the street, and it's all in that plaza,
Oh, wow.
which technically means it's not in Green Bay. It's technically in Ashwaubenon.
Mm-hmm.
Lambeau Field?
Yeah, it's right across the street.
Yeah. The Kmart parking lot. Remember where the Kmart Plaza was, Brandon?
Is that
Yeah.
Yeah, it's right in there.
Oh, me and Tim got a good joke or a story.
No, it's in the parking lot. It's actually in the parking lot. It's Lambeau Field parking lot.
They put the stage on the parking lot.
Well, this was got to be, who did I say? Walker. This should be Jalen
Yeah,
Walker.
here we go.
McMillan.
Panthers. Here we go.
Dart.
Nope, it's a
Mr.
wide
Commissioner,
receiver.
sir.
I'm about 10 seconds ahead of you guys.
Ted McMillan.
McMillan from out of Arizona.
Yeah, that's great.
Wow.
You got a midget quarterback and a
Give
guy who
Bryce-
doesn't
Yeah,
and a guy who doesn't do anything.
You're giving Bryce Young a weapon here, at least, but he doesn't sound like much of one.
It's like mini Maui here.
Is there
I'm
more
gonna get-
people here than there was last year?
I don't know if I compare him to Drake London, though.
Well, the Saints are
NFL
at
Network
3
says
minutes
he's
right now.
long and rangy.
This is
Yeah.
Puka Nakua from Wish.
Well, how many of us have had watched Puka Nakua and Rams games? I've seen a few, and he's really, really good.
He is good.
Yeah.
And his name, first name cracks me up. It sounds like a Pokemon sort of Puka.
Really? Head tap.
Like the surfer Pikachu, they called him Puka.
Yeah.
That was
remember
I
that.
thought that was hilarious. First time, I was like, Puka.
It's like a puka shell.
Head tap.
Yeah.
This
I
guy's
like
got
how
some
they have
hands. I
logos.
mean,
Hey, you got away with holding on that one.
He's like bent down. He's like, "Mwah. Thank you, Carolina, for drafting me."
McMillan got some hands there.
Well, here comes the
Let's see
Saints.
about
The
this
Saints are
hat.
drafting a quarterback.
Wait, the
They
Panthers
won
got a
it
receiver?
Yeah.
Ted,
Oh my
yeah.
Yeah.
god.
Receiver, he's like, yeah.
They took the Dallas receiver. Yeah.
Where do they put the
The
hat?
Dallas.
Okay.
What?
Okay. Now here comes a surprise for the Saints,
Here
I hope.
comes-
Yeah. I
And
mean,
what would that be, James?
if Dallas
Jackson
gets Shedeur
Dart.
Sanders. Oh, go ahead, James. Sorry.
Jackson Dart going to the Saints.
Well,
Mike Dick is going to trade all the picks and get a kicker.
was this 1999
Yeah,
again when he traded everything, including the kitchen sink, for Ricky Williams?
He's the best.
And he wasn't even smart enough to get ahead of the Colts.
No, not at all.
Who took
Hey, I
Edgerrin
didn't
James
see
to Hall
this
of Fame?
pop up, but
Oh, Ryan, sorry. Oh, you're way ahead of us. Okay.
Tim's brother, I'm way ahead of you guys. So,
Yeah.
Dude, you're way ahead of me. I'm 6 hours ahead of everybody.
Wow. Yeah, Sanders will go to the Cowboys if he's there. No way will Jerry pass on him to sell tickets. Yeah, I mean he's got I mean it's a valid point right there, but I don't know if
I think
Exactly.
Dallas takes.
I mean
That's what I was
Jerry's
saying.
really gonna have to convince Dion that I will take care of your son. I will make sure he's protected. I will give him a big fat contract. I'm
and then
all
we'll
in.
fire. And then we'll fire the coach,
Brian
and you come back.
Schottenheimer.
Oh,
and we'll hire
Dion.
Dion.
The thing is Dion knows that Jerry Jones is going to take care of his boy. You know.
I
I
don't.
can only hope so. I mean,
I
if we
really
get
don't
Shedeur
think he
Sanders,
gets
I don't
picked.
want anything bad happening to him. I really don't.
I don't think he gets picked. I
Who's the
really
Maybe
new
another.
coach?
Oh, Herschel
In the first
Walker.
round or at all?
Brian Schottenheimer.
Schottenheimer.
Oh,
Who's
yeah,
the
yeah,
coach?
yeah. Okay.
That's Brian Schottenheimer. I heard his name.
So
on
the same
right?
offense, the same.
Yeah.
So, Chris,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you saying Shedeur Sanders doesn't get drafted at all, or just not in the first round?
Not the first round.
Or he
Not by
ends up like
Dallas.
Aaron Rodgers and gets picked at number 25.
Yeah, I
I
can
don't
see
think
that.
he gets picked by Dallas.
Steelers.
Maybe.
Would that
Saints
be a?
pick is in.
That'd be
This
such
is going to
an
be
unorthodox pick.
this is going to be Tyler Warren.
All right.
They should get Jackson
see.
Dart.
Oh no!
They probably, I don't think the Saints take a quarterback.
They
I think
should.
they take a tight
They
end.
should, but they probably.
There's Shedeur Sanders. Canton, Texas.
If they don't, they have to be
Here's a funny
looking at
thing.
the
of
draft
when-
class for next year for quarterback.
Here's something
Maybe.
funny. When I
Maybe
sorry,
the Saints picked him up.
I was going to mention this. The funny thing is, the first time I ever visited the Dallas area, my brother-in-law took us. He said, "Do you want to see where Deion Sanders' house is?" And we saw it.
Probably
It's
like
Yeah,
Now I'm watching ESPN right now.
Castle.
NFL Network.
The Saints have not taken a first-round quarterback since '71.
Wow.
Archie Manning,
Yep.
Archie Manning, yeah.
I think.
Yeah, maybe they're going to wait and draft Arch next year.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, I would not
See,
wish
that's
that.
what I was
I
I
thinking.
would not
They
wish that on
wait
the poor guy.
and
I'm
then
gonna say
they go
this
get
is where
him.
I'm thinking this is where Sanders goes.
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah. So QB's on the Saints roster: Derek Carr, Ben DiNucci, Jake Hayner, and Spencer Rattler.
Oh, forget it. It's Danucci's team. It's going to be Danucci's team.
Yeah, it's the Nucci's team.
Well, what the
I
heck?
want DiNucci back in the UF
Of
Valley.
course
Actually
they
did
don't
really
need
well.
that trade. Of course they
Come
don't
on.
need a quarterback.
When you said DiNucci, I'm like, oh, here we
Oh
go.
my God!
Come on, Saints. Do
Oh my
yourselves a
God.
favor.
Don't pull. Don't,
This is
don't,
Pick up
Probably-
Aaron
don't do
Rodgers
this to us.
in free agency.
Oh, God.
Why would you wish
This is
that?
prob-
Whoa!
this is probably where.
Don't say anything. Not yet.
Nothing.
I'm not there yet.
Nothing. Time out. Stop.
Please, God.
Tyler Warren?
They're
What?
They're going to the bank.
Okay, that's a safe pick.
It's a safe pick.
Wow, they
That's a
drafted
safe
a
pick.
tackle.
You can always
happy.
get better on offensive line. That's a safe pick.
Well, that just basically told us that Tyler Warren's
Don't
going to
wake
be a
up the
full.
baby.
Yeah, well, yeah. Mama held on to the baby before kissing her man. So there you go.
It's so nice. It's so nice you're going to know what a hurricane looks like. We can see you now because you're going to play in New Orleans. You're only a drive away.
That's
We'd have to drive it. We're going to drive a very short distance to come to the Superdome.
Kevin Banks Jr.
Tackle at the University of Texas.
Oh, the Bears pick is in.
12th.
Oh, it's already in.
No,
there.
really?
These guys are.
Well,
These
Frank.
teams are moving
Okay.
fast.
They're going quick. I might get to bed before 4.
Whoa.
Who's the best available? The safety Malachi Starks out of Georgia.
Jalen
Well,
Walker.
Or do they go Tyler Warren, the tight end from Penn State? I think they go tight end.
Why do you want to hurt me?
But the thing is, they don't even
What did I
throw.
do to you?
They don't even
you
throw
knock
to
us out of
commit,
the playoffs
though.
every year, and you're going to tell me this.
They don't even throw to the regular
Well,
tight end.
but-
And
No, they don't.
they have a new
No, but
offense this year,
but
though.
the thing
Ben
is, they want tight. But you got to remember, Ben Johnson's like two tight end
Yeah.
systems.
So that might work actually with the
Whoa,
two
Look
there.
at that. Look at that shot. There's like a huge crowd in front of Lambeau Field.
That's
This is mine.
He's not even
I think
there.
if
Let's
you're
move
the
on.
Bears, call Aaron Rodgers.
Let's
They
do
need
a
an
2-minute
entire
warning
offensive line.
to the
Yeah.
draft.
And then we're going back to
What,
Shador
James?
Sanders.
No, they need to do the draft with like a 2-minute warning. Like if they
24-second
already know
shot
the
clock.
pick, just go. Yeah.
2-minute warning. Get the pick in now. And the pick is already in for Chicago. We know they're not going to pick quarterback because they're investing
they're
in
going to take
Caleb Williams.
They're going to take
And his,
McConnell
and
Williams.
his nail polish, of course.
It's NHL playoff action going on.
Maybe it's Colston Loveland.
You said an NHL playoff action going on. Who's playing?
I don't even know.
Right now?
I don't know. My Golden Knights
Right,
lost to the
Canadian
Wild last
team.
night, so there we go.
The Kings
Some-
are playing tonight, I think.
Yeah.
Clippers are on later. I can't wait for that.
Who's this woman?
Oh, here's a. She's great.
She's a Make-A-Wish person. Okay, cool.
Oh yeah.
No,
Probably going to announce the pick for the Bears.
that's what's her name. Yeah,
Colleen Wolf.
from
Colleen Wolf.
NFL Network and I think ESPN.
Colleen Wolf is the one in the black shirt.
Okay. No, I didn't
From
recognize her.
She got a little Botox done on her chin. I could tell. On her cheek.
Weird thing
Wow.
is
Schedule
she's a
release
huge
this
fan.
year.
Isn't it though?
The 2025 schedule release?
Yeah.
April or May?
I think it's usually May.
When did the Raiders come to LA? That's all I want to know. I'll be there.
They're not going back.
That's what I wish. I would have been. I'd be a season ticket holder if they came back.
James, you're really hoping that the Raiders would be the team in SoFi Stadium instead of the Rams
It's
and the
perfect.
Chargers.
It would have been perfect.
It would have been.
No, I mean when they play the Chargers once a year.
Right.
I'll be there.
Yeah.
The renewal rivalry of Pete Carroll and Jim Harbaugh, but in
Oh,
the
God.
AFC West now.
Ooh.
May 14th will be
May
the
14th, every
schedule
game
release.
review.
May 14th. Wow.
Wow.
So
That
we're
sounds
two
like a
picks away from
Thursday.
Dallas. Shocking the world.
Okay, the
I
Knicks are
believe the
playing
Cowboys
Detroit.
face the Raiders.
Well, we'll see. Yeah, I think I know one of the games is Cowboys.
Maple Leafs are playing Ottawa. Winnipeg is playing St. Louis later.
Ask my brother. He's Canadian. He'll tell you.
Toronto leading 2-1 in the third period, just underway, up in Ottawa.
Well, there's a lot of hugging going on in the Bears draft room right now.
Because they realize
A couple Vikings
They
players.
just
got
got something.
better at, they got better at quarterback.
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah,
Wait.
game 3, Knights
Here we
versus
go.
Wild is tonight.
Oh,
With
Golden.
the
Okay.
chance pick, the Chicago Bears select CM Punk.
You're going to be dealing with the best in the world.
Malika
Oh, wait, they just traded for
starts.
Seth Rollins.
Safety, I'm going to say.
That would make more sense because Rollins is the Bears fan. Now I can stop tweeting "I hate football" every time the Bears lose.
That is a lot. That's like if I did.
Yeah. I've
Come on,
quoted him
Steph.
on Twitter more than once. Here we go.
Well, we're doing a little tribute to Stephen Michael now.
Who's that?
From the Bear. From
Oh
the
yeah,
Astros,
yeah, I
passed
heard about
away.
that. It's-
Oh, duh.
Yeah, Steve Mongo.
Ours actually they put him in hospice too.
Nice. Looks like he made the transition from football into pro wrestling, and he was great at both.
Never be forgotten. His legacy will continue to inspire generations to come.
Oh, there we go.
Walter.
Oh.
Stephen Michael's teammates and closest friends. Walter Payton, running back, Jackson State. Welcome to
That's 50 years ago. Damn.
Wow, that was crazy. It was 50
That
years
is
ago.
50 years.
Wow.
That's
Oh,
amazing.
don't,
He
don't,
went on
don't. I
a
was,
legendary. Yeah, and Walter Payton.
I was
went
born
on
in
a legendary
75,
career.
so I know what 50
70
looks like.
76. Not yet.
75.
That's my
75.
favorite player of all time, hands down.
Yeah.
But also his commitment to give back to his community. With the Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year.
I kind of like that pick there.
So,
Jalen Walker.
in the
Now they can boo.
Yeah, now they can boo. Yeah, but-
Oh, the Bulls are rolling in.
What the
Thank you,
hell?
thank you, Chicago. Thank you for screwing up for me, bud.
Oh, they get a tight end.
But the wrong tight end.
Yeah.
What are they doing?
What do they call it?
So these guys all are in the
Mark
water.
Andrews
Okay.
and the Raiders. Maybe they don't do that. I don't think so. I don't see anything about Mark Andrews in this guy.
Thank you, Chicago.
6'5", 245.
Sounds like you're happy.
I love Chicago now.
So we're 11 picks in, one trade,
I would not be hugging if I
no real
was.
Sockers.
Let's just hope JJ stays on.
Oh, he will. These are all people coming out.
You know, they probably got more beef. They need more beef with Chicago's system. Maybe that's why, too.
Yeah.
Warren, you know, not the flashiest tight end out there.
No. Next up,
What is
San Francisco.
now? They've had an interesting offseason. You have to wonder about McCaffrey.
Yeah, yeah.
He'll
George
ever be
Kittle at
healthy
WrestleMania.
again.
But
Right.
we're not. We're never stayed in.
They already
George
traded
Kittle,
Debo
yeah.
Samuel away.
Mhm. I mean, like I said, you had George Kittle going to WrestleMania in Vegas this past weekend, so
Who was the other receiver they have? They paid for, and he got hurt last year. Little dude.
Because all the Wisconsinites say the Bears still suck. Chicago
Yeah.
deserves everything.
I'm not sure.
I can't remember.
I would do that.
They paid him, and he got hurt right away.
Ooh.
But
Well, I would trade.
he was maybe gonna go to the Steelers.
Mahomes,
Maybe.
Who was it?
Travis Kelce, and the rest.
You know what? They're gonna go defensive tackle.
Yeah.
The
The
49ers.
Niners?
Yeah, they're going defensive
I'm kind
tackle.
of thinking that.
Niners got to
out
go
there,
defense, I think.
Oh, Walter Nolan from Mississippi, Ole Miss. I'm gonna say they go with him.
I think they go
Look out
Michael
for that.
Williams from Georgia.
It's never a bad thing to get a bulldog. You look at what the
Take it.
Eagles have done up front with all those
Yeah.
picks as of late. They have dogs up front. You might as well go get another dog.
The pick is in, and we're going to commercial.
I
Oh
hate
my
that.
god. That's so
That's the
dumb.
worst.
It has to be.
Why can't we do like wrestling and go to or some football games and go picture in picture?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they do it in wrestling all the time. Like AEW does it. Let's see actually picture in picture.
So I'm gonna say AEW.
I
A&W root beer.
A&W with
No.
cream soda.
Mm.
I like
Y'all got
AEW.
restaurants where you guys are?
I do.
I miss that. They used to have them out here, and they don't anymore. But they had good food. But then they had the root beer floats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Why did I get a notification saying the Cowboys are officially on the clock? They're not. It's San Francisco.
Picks in.
Oh wait, we're just wait. Oh, the pick's in. So yeah, Dallas is officially on the clock.
they got to get defensive line help.
So San Francisco or Dallas?
Yes. No, the San
San
Francisco.
Francisco.
San Francisco. Okay.
They got to get defensive help.
They
They
do.
had Jalen Hargrove, and he got hurt, and they cut him. I remember that was the big splash a couple of years ago.
Mhm.
They've released a lot of their veterans on defense as well.
Mhm.
So they're younger on defense. I mean, they're
Yeah,
really, really
they have-
young now. Other from Bosa
Mhm.
and Alex, no, what's his name? Warner, Fred Warner.
Fred
Other from
Warner,
that,
yeah.
they're all young.
Yeah, also lost Dre Greenlaw, I think, in free agency. San Francisco did. Yeah.
I was just
So they've lost a good number. They've lost a good number of people in free agency, or they've released or traded.
Later on, they're going to get a running back.
Yeah, because
the
McCaffrey
later
can't keep going
rounds.
forever. Yeah.
That's the one thing. When they made that trade with Carolina, they didn't take in that he had 2 previous injuries with Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
And now the Niner fans are kind of realizing that. It's like, ugh. You go for it, you got to win. And now their window's starting to close.
Yeah.
It feels like with the Niners.
Yeah, they've had no first round pick since 2022. No, 2022 they didn't have a first round pick. Of course, they drafted Trey Lance in 2021, and we know how that turned out.
What they traded to get that.
Yeah, they moved up because they thought Trey Lance would be the guy.
Trey Lance is what in the
CFL?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah,
No,
CFL.
he's not in the CFL.
No, he's not in the UFL either.
That's good.
He's
But
not
the
here.
the Eskimos have his rights.
Oh, the Edmonton Eskimos. So
He
yeah.
ain't here. That's what I know.
Hey, Shador, you want to know what the second round looks like in a minute?
Oh, no.
So
Why
right
would they
now,
draft
Trey Lance is the quarterback for the Chargers.
Yeah, it's probably backing up Justin Herbert.
Boy, look at that quarterback controversy in Indianapolis, man.
Oh.
Ooh.
There is none.
I wanted one
I don't
either.
think-
Anthony
I don't
Richardson.
think there is none. Right?
There isn't one when we decided to draft like that kid Shuck out of
Please
Louisville.
you got to get a third one in there just to get those two going.
We got to get Shuck, that kid out of Louisville.
Yeah, pretty much.
You got to. There's got to be
Quinn
a better
Ewers.
option.
Quinn Ewers
Yeah.
from Texas.
Do it. Do it,
That-
please.
I can see
Niners
Dallas
fans
in
there,
the,
look
in
at
the
that.
second, third round picking him.
You got one quarterback who taps out and one who just runs.
One that trips over a yard marker.
I could see Dallas in the second through fourth round picking yours.
We trade
Probably.
Richardson and Jones for the last pick in the draft.
Try to find the star quarterback of Mr. Irrelevant.
Brock Purdy.
Another Brock Purdy.
Another Brock Purdy. Oh. Okay. Yokota Air Base in Tokyo.
I figured they would do this for the Cowboys, not the 49ers.
I do look like the Terminator thing.
No, because the Marines can actually put up an offense.
Oh, God.
That's cool.
Oh,
I hate the
boy.
Niners. Boo.
Hey, I'm not a
The Marines
We
fan.
all
actually
hate
have
the
weapons.
Here we go. The Commissioner's here.
I hate the Niners.
Don't care for the Niners either.
Wait, what? Did they say Williams?
They
No.
did.
Oh,
They did. They did.
Yeah,
they did.
They did go
He's probably
defense.
behind you guys.
No, I was just hearing what you guys were hearing.
I'm about 10 seconds.
Michael Williams.
That's a good pick for
There
them.
you
That's
go.
a good
Michael
pick.
Williams out of Georgia.
Yeah.
He
That's
was
a
another
really good
name
pick.
Stepped into
that
some
was
big
out
shoes
there.
on that San Fran defense.
Yeah, that's a dog. Yeah. Wait, the Cowboys
I like the
only have
Cow-
a minute and 20 left?
Well, they had it for a while.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
they had
okay.
it
Well, yeah.
for a
When the
while.
pick comes in,
When the pick comes in, they tell you
block 'em.
they reset the clock.
Okay, both
is-
Cowboy fans. Who are they drafting?
Matthew Golden.
That's
Keep
why.
it
Not that. Careful.
That's
let's see.
That's a four.
You know my-
That's he runs a
Get him
4.2940.
Yeah,
Sounds
I'm
like a
gonna go
Raider
with
pick from a long time ago.
I'm gonna go with Golden myself because that's why.
Al-
Luther
Al Davis
Burden
is
the
Steve
third out of
Wilson.
Missouri.
Ah,
What?
there's
That's
been
a
a lot
receiver.
of names
Where
thrown
did you
out
drag
there for
that
the
one
Cowboys to
from?
pick. It's like I can't keep track of any of these guys.
Oh, just give him the two.
Get Darius Hayward Bay.
Oh,
Get someone like
Why-
that. The fastest
All
receiver, but the stone hands.
Shamar
We already
Stewart.
got the fastest guy in the NFL in Kevon Turpin.
I love
You're gonna
him.
get
Yeah, but he
You're gonna
doesn't.
get-
He's so
he doesn't-
dynamic
doesn't
and
get used much.
I remember the 2 returns he had against the Chargers in the preseason. I was like, oh yeah,
Fixin.
I
that's
said,
your
remember
guy.
the one he did against the Commanders where he did like it went between his legs, he picks it up, and then when he starts
yeah.
going, he does a spin, and then he just goes to the end zone. That was so cool.
Yep.
I think they go Shamar Stewart.
What position does he play? I should know this.
Honestly, It would not shock me. If
Oh,
Sanders
defensive
was right here.
end.
Defensive end
All I know is it'll
Defensive
blow my
end?
mind because I'm not
from
expecting it.
from A&M.
Let's just get the guy who's closest to Texas. That's what Jerry
So then
Jones.
then you should have gone. Then they should go with what's his
Okay,
name?
looks like
out
we're
of
getting some
Texas.
excitement at the Star in Frisco.
Jade
Jerry Jones
Barron.
is on the phone. Everyone's happy. There's high-fiving, and Jerry Jones is not getting out of his seat.
Well,
'Cause he
that's
can't.
probably a good place for him because he probably
His
probably
depends.
pulled both quads getting into his chair.
His depends is
Okay, I know who the Cowboys picked, but I'm not saying
Uh-oh.
anything.
Don't say anything.
Shamar Stewart,
Don't-
right?
not-
It's okay. I don't know yet.
your reaction
Boom.
will tell it all.
No. I'm looking at his Cowboys fans now. Roger Goodell.
The funny thing is,
oh my God,
Goodell's
moment
got
of
a
truth.
smile on his
Moment
face.
of truth.
I don't think any of us
Who?
said this name right now.
But God, well, they do need offensive line help.
All right.
Yeah.
Tyler Booker T.
Alabama.
Great.
So that's probably why everyone was jumping up and down at the draft room at the Star in Frisco.
I'll tell you what, though, I don't even see him on my this chart here that I'm looking
I don't
at.
see him either.
Tyler Booker?
No.
No.
But you know what? They go with
28th
someone
best
that
player.
came from one of these like SEC big schools,
Right.
and you're looking at the most offensive line help. And probably Jerry just said, "Hey, let's just get him because he's from Alabama.
Right.
Stop
And then you
running.
also
You're an
go-
offensive lineman."
Yeah, but here's the
Dude.
funny thing, though. With Zach
Well,
Martin
that's
having
the- that's the
retired,
thing
you,
is,
you had to pick
A
somebody.
lot of these players from Alabama
step
are just
into his
getting
shoes
picked
at
because they're
least.
from Alabama.
Yeah, I don't
Right.
think the Alabama thing had anything to do with it. They just needed
Making
guard
up a
help
perfect
with
team.
Zach Martin and Tyron Smith now gone.
Yeah, that's the big thing.
I mean, both retired.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's just like
Miami.
when we.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say it's like what happened in 2021 when Micah Parsons was drafted. Sean Lee had actually retired, I think, 1 or 2 days before the draft.
That's perfect.
Yeah, so it made sense to draft Micah Parsons, and now it makes sense to draft this guy.
Chris, how you feeling? Chris, how you feeling?
I'm okay with
He's
it.
crying. He's
I'm
rubbing his
fine.
eyes. He's not liking it.
No,
How
but
about
I don't mind it.
I mean, so now the next team that needs a quarterback is Pittsburgh. So
Yeah.
Indianapolis.
I mean, you still have Dirt.
I
Indianapolis.
just had a feeling that Shadur wasn't going to go to Dallas. I mean,
Indianapolis
Jerry
needs a
Flack-
quarterback.
Now,
We
this is
need, we
probably
need a
where
lot of people. We decided to let Ryan Kelly go to Minnesota. We let Will Freeze go to Minnesota. We decided to let.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I have-
they went north.
I don't
when I
understand what
filled
the
out,
Will, the
when I
Will
filled
Freeze
out
thing
my
was.
mock, when I filled out my mock draft, I had Shadur go to Atlanta.
It's a what?
Atlanta.
That was
No.
the best
There's
response I've heard all day.
Atlanta's
What?
in Michael Penix Jr. right now.
They still
Oh,
got Cousins.
Oh, no,
Oh,
they're-
the draft
they're-
party in Frisco, they got the cheerleaders and then Rowdy, the mascot.
Okay, I'm gonna say Miami because Jalen Ramsey wants a trade. They're gonna get Will Johnson, the corner from Michigan, or Jahdae Barron out of Texas.
See,
the other
I'm
corner.
thinking Barron out of Texas.
No,
Oh,
he might be the more sexier name out there for Miami.
Yeah, I think Miami's going to go defensive back here too. Like James said,
Because Ramsey wants out. He wants to go to either Atlanta or back with the Rams. But
I heard
he
the
wants to
Rams.
maybe go with Morris in Atlanta, his former defensive coach with the Rams. He might go to Atlanta. Force his way out of another place, Jalen Ramsey.
I love when he does that.
God, he's awful.
he is.
I love when he
So
forces
all
his way
of
out
our-
of Jacksonville.
all of our first round picks have been either guards or tackles
Mm-hmm.
since 2020.
Yep.
And it's gotten you how many rings?
We've been trying to rebuild the so-called Great Wall of Dallas for years. It hasn't exactly worked out.
That was a one-time thing.
That's
That O line back then was special.
That will never happen again for like
Absolutely
anybody.
not. You can't recreate something that was so great the first time around.
Mm-mm.
You can try.
What,
but
that
it
Herschel
doesn't
Walker
mean it's
trade?
gonna- Nope.
Yeah, Denver's offensive line was good.
No.
Oh yeah.
We're talking
What I
about-
like the Denver offensive line, they were told never to talk to the media.
Well, that was a smart thing to do.
That was crazy though. The whole line.
Do the Marshawn Lynch. I'm here so I don't get fined.
Right.
I think a lot of
Right,
teams
Miami's on
implement
the
that
clock.
rule. Not talk to the media before, or I think a
No,
lot
I
of
would
teams
talk to
do
the
that.
media. I would just go, we're going to have a good game. We're going to have fun out there, and see you guys later. Boom.
Yeah, we just take it one play at a time, and I want to thank God for letting me play football.
Execution. Need to execute better.
I'm going to ruin football. I'm just playing.
Halftime adjustments.
Yeah. Offenses
Miami's
win
pick is-
football games
Ooh,
because
excuse me.
if we can run the ball well
Ooh.
and we lean on our pass on our pass blocking, we'll win every game.
I love those.
Could always do
And the pick is in for Miami.
You could always do the John Mox line from Varsity Blues. Yeah, I'm just happy to be here. I'm just one man. Or you could do
the Bull Durham.
the Ricky Bobby
Bull
one.
Durham.
I wake up and I just piss excellence.
It's excellent. If you're not first, you're last.
Wow.
What was the Bull Durham thing? Remember Costner teaching the pitcher what to say during the media or when he would speak? I love that scene where they're on the bus. He's like, "Oh, I'm gonna teach you, how to talk to the press," and it just sounds good. It sounds so good.
Maybe they'll get in the car and they'll see a tiger in the car.
Ricky Bobby.
I still haven't seen all of that. I got to watch that one day.
That's
that was
it.
good.
Shake and bake.
This is a great time of year when you got all this going on. And I don't even want to talk to anyone or hang out with anyone. I just want to do this and watch, hockey and basketball, baseball. Got a football draft here with us. It's just perfect. Okay. Later on in the draft, you got Cincinnati and Seattle.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see what they do.
Hmm.
You're not that far
cloud,
off.
right? The cloud of Trey Hendrickson maybe returning or being traded, and then Seattle losing all those wide receivers and getting Cooper Kupp. That's going to be the two teams, and then the Chargers. How do they replace Joey Bosa? Do they? What is Green Bay going to do? What does
Wide
Green
receiver.
Bay need? They need a number one. Remember, like Josh Jacobs said at the Super Bowl.
Yeah, they're talking. They haven't taken a wide receiver since Javon Walker in the first round.
Seriously.
There's
That's right. Because of all those years with Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Oh,
But I
Favre
think
can throw it to whomever. Just
thing is-
get him down the field.
Javon never played with Aaron.
Right. He didn't make it.
No, he ended up going to Denver.
Was it Christian Watson a back?
Yeah, he's still a Packer,
What?
but they
Yeah.
still consider him like a 1B or a
They
2A.
need a true number
They
one.
need a true number one. Oh,
Very
here
true
comes-
number one.
Here comes Barron from Texas.
Ooh.
You can see it now.
Party in the city where the heat is on all night on the beach to the break of dawn. Welcome to Miami.
Welcome to
Mina,
Miami.
nani, na. Bouncing in the club where the heat is on all night on the
He's
beach.
doing Will Smith here.
Kenneth Grant. Okay.
What the hell?
Okay.
Yep.
We have now.
All right, Tim, your
now-
Colts on the clock. Oh,
Ah, there we go.
What a terrible pick
Yeah.
Terrible.
for what they really need.
your
Like,
Colts on the clock.
of course, he destroyed USC in the Michigan game. Of course, he did.
What are you looking for, Tim?
Tyler Warren.
So do Sanders.
We ran to the game. We ran up.
Get Jackson Dart. Come on, make it a fun quarterback room. Come
That would
on.
be fun if your door
Come
makes
on.
it.
Come
If
on.
your door makes it, you'll be here.
Come on.
Shador Sanders. This would be sucky.
Oh God.
got-
I swear to God, training camp would be war between Anthony Richardson and Shador Sanders.
Oh.
Colts trade for Ben DiNucci.
Oh, jeez.
If the Colts end up drafting Shador Sanders, we need to put him and Anthony Richardson in a wrestling ring, and they can beat each other that way.
Why all
Okay.
three of them? All three of them are bad enough. It'd be a triple threat.
I'll tell you what, this pick of Grant replaces Christian Wilkins, who went to the Raiders in free agency last offseason for Miami. I can see why they did this. I just think they need a corner to replace Ramsey if he's going to go.
So I have a family member. He says, "Really bad Cowboys. Hey guard, I'm done."
Well,
They do that every year, and then they come back and how about them Cowboys?
Yeah, that's pretty much how it works. Yeah.
I love how he went to Arkansas and has never drafted a player from Arkansas.
wow, that's a surprise.
Okay.
Hey, you know what? Here's a fun fact.
Pick is in
The
and
first
Indy.
ever player drafted in the NFL actually never played it down in the NFL.
Who's
Wow.
that?
Let me look it up.
Was that the guy that got drafted in 44?
Oh,
I believe.
wow. One QB drafted the first 13 picks this year.
Oh, geez. It's called
That got
17-17, 2 seasons under their current head coach.
Is that the guy that got drafted in 44? Didn't know he got drafted until like
No, but I
99.
did hear that earlier today. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Oh, they signed.
He got-
I didn't know the Colts signed Daniel Jones.
Yeah, that's the triple threat match.
If it was a triple threat match, I know who eats the pin. It's Daniel Jones.
Tim, I think you named this guy earlier.
It's got to be Tyler Warren.
Oh,
Yeah, 44 Dallas Clark.
Dallas Clark? Oh, jeez.
Yep, it is.
Well, last year James's team took the tight end I wanted.
Tyler
picked
Warren.
before
Now,
us.
now you take the team 13 other teams did not want.
Gronk Light. He's
Might have
Oh,
went
yes.
down a little bit, but at least he got picked in the first round. So.
No,
Right.
Atlanta here is kind of intriguing because
Yeah.
they've drafted weapons. They got a pretty decent offense. I mean, do you go
Jalen
all
Walker.
best offensive lineman left or?
You go Jalen Walker.
Yeah,
Jalen
he's-
Walker's hometown. He's from Georgia.
keep him home.
Okay, his
No,
left
nice.
foot was out.
So in 1936, the Eagles drafted Jay
Oh,
Barringer.
he lined up at quarterback too.
Yeah.
Might be my new favorite guy.
Damn.
He won't be as a quarterback. Well, he might.
So they put him in Wildcat.
Oh.
Might be my new
That would be,
favorite
hey,
guy.
if the Colts can come up with a Wildcat scheme, maybe he'll be able to do it.
Jalen Walker, maybe. Okay.
Jalen Walker from Georgia.
I'm
is
fine
from
with
Atlanta.
Atlanta's on the clock.
Because it feels like Big B mentioned, you got all the weapons you need on running back. Look at how he beat USC in that game last year. I remember that. That was awful. That I hated
I love
that
how
game.
I love how there's 5 guys down there that could have covered him, but only one tried.
Went right by it, right through them all.
Yep.
And then mossed the guy.
This guy
He even played
baseball?
one. He played one snap
He
at
was in the
center
Little League
last
World
year
Series way back in the day.
for his career.
That tells you how dynamic he can be and how much of a team guy, how much he'll buy in. He's going to fit in very
Well,
well
you're
there.
a Colt. You got to buy into a lot.
Let's say Richardson, you can just tap out of it.
Well, that's the nice thing is when he taps out, we just put Warren at quarterback.
Oh.
Do a wildcat does what and then touchdown.
God.
Atlanta and Kirk Cousins is
Well,
going
you
to
know,
be a
those kids
season
ain't
of
going to
quarterback
school
again.
tomorrow.
Oh boy.
See, Atlanta's taking their time this year. They don't want any prizes like last year.
I think,
Here's
honestly, I
where
think
Shadir comes in.
it's obvious. A lot of teams are probably calling for him. Calling
Here's
them.
where
See what
Shadir
they-
comes in for me.
You're right.
No way. They're not going to pick a quarterback 2 straight years in the first round.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
That would
think
be
so. I don't-
something.
That would be something. That would be
Well,
like,
that would
what
be-
are you
take a two
doing?
tight ends back
Because
to back.
Dion started in Atlanta, made his way out.
To San Francisco.
Hey,
So
before
starting
he
from the
goes,
bottom,
he
now
turns
he's
the
there.
Braves. Who knows?
Yeah.
Penix is what, 28 years old? Penix Jr.?
No, I don't think he's
if
28.
Atlanta is even thinking quarterback, they better fire everybody in that draft room.
Oh yeah.
I think they're going to
better.
keep
It's like,
Cousins around.
yeah, let's see. You're fired. You're fired.
Cousins
You're fired.
lost
Fired.
out.
Fired. Fired.
They're-
Fired. You know.
I keep hearing Cousins to Minnesota.
No trade clause once the draft
Big
ends.
B.
So,
Bring him to Indy.
no.
Cleveland.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah?
Well, he's going to
Oh,
go
by
to a
the
team
way,
where he can
NHL
start.
playoff
I
update.
mean,
Big B, Minnesota Wild is beating my Vegas Golden Knights 2-0.
I knew
of course.
Ottawa
Right
and
now in the
Toronto
first
were
period.
tied.
First period.
Hey, my Penguins are taking a vacation.
But
So Phoenix
there's
is
talk
24.
that Minnesota may
Penix is 24?
talk about.
I thought he was
putting him
older.
in the draft.
Yeah, yeah. Penix is 24. It's still, I
He looks
forgot he's
older.
still. Yeah, I forgot he's still a pretty young dude.
And all the injuries makes him feel like he played college for 8 years.
Yeah,
So
probably.
right
And
now,
transferred
Waking up like,
times.
oh, my
Three times.
back.
what type
Probably
of
what he's
best
doing.
player is Sedura Sanders?
Ugh.
Thank you.
I hope.
Walker, I think, is number 2.
That'd be such a mess with the Falcons if he went there.
I mean,
Oh no, you,
It'd be
you
fun.
can't
the
go for
Falcons
it.
drafted Kyle Pitts. Do
You're
you
Atlanta,
did
you're
anyone
not
think
going
he was really going to
to-
take off or anything?
Unless you did not like to see, unless you did not see like what Penix did last year, but you can't go quarterback here.
But remember this too, that they added a rule where you can have an extra quarterback, but not, take out
And not dress them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
But the
they could do
pressure of
that.
having all 3 of those quarterbacks, and any of them could start.
Well, Cousins
I don't
is
like
out.
that.
I mean,
Right?
they're going to move off of Cousins. He will not be an Atlanta Falcon week 1.
Probably
I keep
not
hearing.
because
I keep hearing Cousins going back to Minnesota.
Yep,
That would
I've
be
heard
crazy.
a lot of that talk.
Yeah.
If they can get, if Atlanta's willing to take a lot of that contract or they release him,
they
Yeah.
can't. They gave him the bonus
The guarantee.
or whatever.
Oh, yeah,
oh,
the
he's
13 million.
he's waiving everything to get out of Atlanta.
yeah.
I don't think
Yeah.
that's true. I think he's staying. He'll be on the depth for week 1.
Cleveland.
No.
They'll take on another
Honestly,
contract.
honestly, that wouldn't be a bad spot for him playing as Cleveland.
The backup Flacco.
Yeah,
I don't think
Pittsburgh,
Flacco's on.
Flacco's on. Flacco got signed to a $4 million 1 year.
Wow.
Ooh.
Oh, Shador Sanders. Guess what, bud? Wonder where you're gonna go. Guess what? He's the new
Pittsburgh.
Will Levis this year.
Or like
Ah,
you said, he could be the next Aaron Rodgers drafted number 25. We'll see.
That's the pick.
where's Dion at? I don't see him.
He's at that. He's with Shadur at their house party,
Well, I know they're just showing us during.
but they're not at the draft. They're at their.
Well, I know.
I
They're,
think
at their
They're
house.
home in Texas near Dallas.
I don't know. You know, he's missing a toe.
He is.
That's right. They're playing "Must Be the Money" in the background. I love that
No,
song.
I don't even want to get started on that.
I got
Golly.
so much jewelry, must be the money. Kicking it
That's
at the club, must be the money. I love that song. When I get my tax return, I play that song just for fun.
Brett Favre in 91 was picked to go fourth by Mel Kiper. He slid to 33.
Brett
Wow.
Favre.
Well, you got to remember, Clausen was supposed to go 7. He went 48th.
Yep.
Well, then there's
The
Gino.
next pick, Atlanta Falcons pick.
See, that's
Brett
why,
Favre.
I mean, Mel Kiper's good
Brett
at what he
Favre.
does, but you just never know.
Boomer Esiason's supposed to go 3rd. He goes 38th.
Yeah.
Good job, Mel.
He's good at what he
Good
does.
job.
Oh, there's Brett
Yeah,
Favre.
but you
Oh,
don't
there
know.
Jimmy Clausen. I remember making the comment: if Jimmy Clausen isn't a superstar in this league,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
gonna
Dirty
quit.
I'll
birds.
quit. That's
And
right.
guess what? And yet he's still talking.
Brady Quinn is a good
Yak, 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 yak.
person,
He's the-
but
He's a great person, but he's like the
I listen to.
anti-
Here's the
he's
funny
like the
thing. I listen to
anti-Rodgers.
Brady Quinn on Fox Sports Radio pretty much every
that's what
morning.
he does. Yeah.
And he's very
And-
smart, and he knows what he's
Oh,
talking
he's
about.
knowledgeable.
And he
course,
he
so is
covers
LeVar
college
Arrington.
football. He
I like
covers
the show
both.
before
Yeah,
the Ben Maller
Yeah,
show.
just think of
I
the
listen to
money
that
you
all
could
the
get in
time.
parking
Yeah,
with those houses
I
that
listen
live
to
right across the street from where this
Two
draft
Pros
is
and a
at.
Cup of Joe in the morning. It's
What
Brady
was
Quinn,
always
LeVar Arrington,
$10
and
a
Jonas
spot.
Knox on Fox Sports Radio.
$20 a
Mhm.
spot.
What, Big B?
200,000 people there.
Oh,
Woo!
where Green Bay's at
Damn.
is right in the middle of the town. Just like how
They
much
don't even
money
have-
people could have made on parking.
Not a hot.
They don't even have an
doesn't have a
airport.
big population. Not really.
A
no,
lot of
they
people-
don't.
They got 100,000. Think about it. They tripled just by having this there. They tripled they tripled the population because the city of Green Bay is 100,000 people. There's 200,000 people
Yep.
standing right there.
Wow.
And
But all the
and-
businesses, like the
and all
restaurants and the
those
hotels and
houses.
stuff, are making a lot of money.
all
in
those
Green Bay.
houses they're rented out because it's just feet away from the stadium.
Yeah.
Come on, Falcons, don't do it.
So get
Hey, don't screw
Jalen
it up.
Walker. Just take Jalen Walker and make
Everybody
everybody
That's a
Very
safe
happy.
pick. Very safe pick.
Darius Sanders.
Yeah. Here comes the commissioner.
I watched 80,000 hours of draft coverage this year.
Woo!
Holy hell! What are you doing today, Tim?
You go Jalen
Oh, I'm
Walker.
just watching draft stuff. What is it going to make any difference? Probably not.
No. Probably not.
He's from North Carolina.
Born and
He
raised
plays
up.
in Georgia. He's from the
You can't get the
University
hat
of
on because his hair's so big.
Georgia.
Okay, the other
It's just
team, the other bird team is the Cardinals here. I don't know
Yeah.
what they need other from maybe
They're
more
gonna need a
defensive
lot-
help.
Well,
Shador
I have
Sanders.
a friend who
Kyler Murray's
don't
there.
tell my Arizona Cardinals buddy. He will be like, shut
I
up.
think they take Mike Green from Marshall.
They probably maybe.
The
Are we shocked that we're halfway through the draft and there's only been one trade?
No.
It is kind of.
No, because it's going to come up soon here about when we hit 20, it's going to be everybody and their mother's going to try to trade back in.
Okay, one of the corners go to Arizona. It's either Johnson or Barron, I'll say. They got to
I
get
like
something
defense,
defensively.
I think I really like Mike Green. I don't.
What position does he play?
He's a edge rusher, but he's a small edge rusher. He's almost the size of a outside linebacker edge rusher. He's
I
kinda
was going to say, you look at an outside linebacker type.
Okay.
yeah,
Well, they got him listed as an outside linebacker.
yeah.
Right.
So I think he'd be perfect in Arizona.
Yep. Oh, I thought you were talking about Walker. I'm sorry.
No. Walker, no. He looks real happy, bud. Good thing they don't have Yankee rules in football. You'd be shaving your head, your beard.
Well, now they relaxed that.
Well,
Yeah.
could the Cardinals kind of drop back? I mean, could this be a spot where they undecided what they want to do? Drop back a little
To the
bit?
Giants.
Yeah.
I don't
I
think
can see the-
you don't get the same talent as you would if you
No,
stay.
you don't.
And you're just looking for the best talent for the Cardinals right now.
But what I'm saying is that if they're in the war room, undecided which way they go, do they maybe try to drop back a couple picks? I'm not saying out of the first round, but
No,
So
if you're, I like what you're thinking. Maybe you drop back to say Pittsburgh wants to think that they could get somebody at 16, have 21 get jump up, and you drop a
That's
fourth
true.
and a first.
yeah,
and
I'm
then
not saying
Pittsburgh
I'm not
goes
saying
up and
out
takes
of- I'm
Sanders.
saying, like, you drop
So what
past
team would move
Seattle,
up?
or
What team would
you're
move up that
calling
isn't
Seattle.
in division?
I think you're
Pittsburgh.
calling anybody behind Seattle within the next 4 picks.
Pittsburgh, Tampa Bay, Seattle,
Houston. Does Houston have a pick?
Houston has
Seattle,
a pick.
I think Seattle is going to give
later.
up a lot to move up. I don't see Seattle moving up.
You don't
Seattle's
do
not
division
gonna move
now.
up. Seattle might take a quarterback. That
So
could
in
be a spot where
nine
you-
picks, Houston has it, their selection.
Chargers.
Seattle
Denver is
was-
looking for a receiver.
Hall from the Vikings last year. They don't need a quarterback.
Yeah, they got Darnold.
Denver's looking for a receiver. Tampa Bay is looking to beef up the defense. I can
Yeah,
see
Darnold
them
is
either
one.
Yeah, but the
moving
thing
up.
with Denver, you got to give Bo Nix more offensive weapons.
That's why I say
besides
receiver.
Portland's.
I think running back
It
in
has to be
Denver.
someone other besides Portland Sutton.
And
I think
Darnold's
I
a
think
free
if
agent.
Denver, I think you're targeting running back. I think.
Yeah.
So this should be Mike Green. This should be.
Let's.
These next 3 pick or this pick in Cincinnati, are they thinking about moving back? Just the fact that
The edge
not
rusher they were looking for is
glaring need
gone.
on both sides.
Trey
really.
Hendrickson.
They got Trey Hendrickson, but Trey Hendrickson is looking at a trade.
Shamir
Matt
Smart.
Golden,
I think
Shamir.
Shamir Stewart would be good for Cincinnati.
Shamir Stewart, excuse me. Yeah. Say just in case. Let's go get him.
Why would the Cardinals go after Matthew Golden to be opposite of?
Harrison Jr.
Yeah,
That could be.
maybe the Cincinnati to take him to put him with T. Higgins and
No.
freaking Jamar Chase.
No, because you got enough there. You're looking no, because remember, Cincinnati gave up so many points last year, and the reason they didn't make the playoffs was defensive side. So basically, you're going all defensive in this draft, or at least you should.
Yeah.
You have to. Okay, Arizona says in.
All right.
Gosh, their overlay sucks.
All right, Redbirds. Cardinals. Here we go.
Doesn't sound like the fans are happy there for that pick.
Well, it's Green Bay. They're drunk.
Well, no, they're selling Cardinal fans. They don't seem too happy.
Walter Nolan.
Walter Nolan.
Yeah.
Who?
Defensive.
Isn't that
I
the
was
guy-
thinking
Defensive
defensive.
tackle out of Old Miss.
Yeah, but isn't that the guy that's got a broken foot or has some foot problems?
Let's see if he
Oh.
stands
Can't
up.
get that hat on his head. His head
He's
is
standing
He's
up.
standing
enormous.
up.
Well, I can stand up too if I had a bad foot, but it's not. I'm not walking anywhere.
No.
Great. Let all the women decide to bounce you around and see how good that foot really was.
Mhm. Hold him up. Hold him up. Hold him up. Yeah, hold him up.
Hold him up. He's on camera. He's on camera.
Here.
Look at all those people. Hey, can I borrow money? Can I borrow money? Can I borrow money?
I ain't signed the.
I was the only one who believed in you.
Well, you should have taken it from when you had the NIL deal.
Oh, I forget about that. Game changers everywhere now.
Well, now it's got
All
to
right,
be.
the Bengals are out. What the Bengals need? Where are they
Now,
targeting?
this
Shamir Stewart.
Shador Sanders.
Like you want Shador Sanders to be Joe Burrow's replacement.
I like that Stewart.
I like
That
Remington
sounds
better.
good.
But they still have Remington in Cincinnati, don't they?
Who?
Remington?
Who?
I don't know.
What
I
is
don't
this?
know.
When did this turn into the new day? I don't know. I'm
I
trying
don't
to
have any
figure out the
bootios.
Let's see. Let me look up the Cincinnati Bengals depth chart.
And Trey, or what's his name? Hubbard retired.
Sam Hubbard, yeah.
Sam Hubbard retired. So they really need defensive end.
Yeah, they need
defensive tackle.
They also need offensive line help to keep Joe Burrow
Well,
on his stinking feet.
All these years they've picked offensive line, and then they free agents signed offensive linemen.
Right.
You can only do so much.
It's true, and Joe Burrow's still getting whipped around like a rag doll.
Yeah, but it wasn't as
What
bad
is it
last
about
year.
Joe Burrow that makes these O-line?
Well, and that's the thing, too.
We're going to let you get your butt kicked.
This could be a good fit for Dark to land because Burrow, is the guy. I mean, he's only got a few more years left, I think. I mean, with injuries and stuff. Bengals got
Joe Brown. Wasn't Remington? It was Browning. I knew it was a gun maker. Walter Nolan. I don't think that guy's going to be anything.
Well, pick is in.
He'll be in and out for the Cards. They need a good draft. They need a lot too. The Cards.
Mm-hmm. Oh, flag football coming to the Olympics in Los Angeles in 2028. That's going to be cool.
They could just get all the players for the USA team locally, and they would beat the world.
Oh yeah,
they could get all the inner city kids from like Watson, Compton, and Inglewood. They would destroy. Yeah, they would destroy the whole world. They don't even need a USA team.
Yeah, but the thing is, I think I know the perfect person to coach that team. That'd be
Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Dogg, yeah.
That was great seeing him at Big Night. That was awesome.
That was great.
That whole thing was awesome.
To try the $5 meal deal with new mentality. Choose 1, 2, 3, 4. Get more than you expect with the $5 meal deal. Williams knows it's easier to pick the right call when you have the right team. Dak going for it, and he fumbles.
I can't wait till Tampa Bay's pick. I want to see, and Seattle's too. I want to see if, all these picks in a row here, I want to see get defensive. I really do. Right. I think that would be amazing. Just to get what you need here. No messing around.
Yeah. Now we're in the middle of the draft where you're taking what you need,
like what's available,
to a point
for what you need, and no surprises.
No, definitely don't need any of that because that'll probably blow everybody's mind. Be like
Jackson Dart or Shedeur Sanders to Pittsburgh.
I'll say right now, if I'm Minnesota, I'm trading out of the first round.
Oh yeah.
What would Minnesota need for their pick? What would Minnesota need, Big B?
You're getting as many second, third, fourth round, pick you can.
But are they looking at running back? Are they looking to beef up the offensive line?
Sanders.
Big B for Minnesota?
Minnesota?
Look at that
Yeah.
cheese going.
What are they looking at?
Honestly,
what position?
It's hard to say. I mean, you only got 4 picks, so like I said, I think you just move back, you recoup some of the picks that you traded over the last couple of years. You try to get a couple of extra picks for next year, and you just come back tomorrow, hopefully with the second round pick and just a whole different draft capital.
You're going offensive line. You're going quarterback possibly.
Yeah, if I'm staying there, I'm probably going offensive line.
What about backup quarterback?
But, I mean, they did beef up their offensive line pretty decent this year. So.
What about backing up McCarthy? Who's going to be there?
Yeah.
They're going to sign somebody.
Trey Lance.
Oh no! Wow. Okay.
Fly, Eagles, fly. Wait.
Oh no, wrong team.
Their fans are gonna be so obnoxious.
Of course they are.
From the ordinary.
Oh yeah.
Extraordinary. Obnoxious.
Yeah.
2025 NFL Draft. The Cincinnati Bengals select Shamar Stewart.
Yep.
Shamar Stewart.
Stewart. Okay.
Now maybe Hendrickson gets traded within the
To
next
Indy.
24 hours or less.
To Indy.
Yeah, I
give
can
us-
see that.
We'll give him a second, a third, and get out of there.
I don't know.
That's a good pick.
Oh, let's see. Who's next? Oh.
You got Seattle next.
They got to get one of the corners. No. They need a safety. They need a safety. They gave up a lot of.
I'm sorry for the wife.
They need something. They gave up a lot of points last year. Like they gave up too many points last year.
That was Jared Sanders.
That was the bear hug.
God.
God, that was a bear hug. I was like, don't lift him up.
I've seen players do that too.
Oh yeah.
Wasn't it Laramie Tunsil that decided to pick him up and decided to give him the Andre the Giant bear?
Yeah,
Holy hell.
that's probably who it was. Yeah.
I miss the regular handshake.
No, I like the extra stuff.
It's too much.
As long as you don't hurt the guy, I mean, that's the only thing that should matter.
I like the extra stuff. How would you like to get fined on draft night?
Yeah, see?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Didn't
money
Gronk,
contract is for breaking the commissioner's ribs. Oh, jeez.
didn't Gronk almost get in trouble with the Patriots? He told a draft story of how he was getting excited and all that, and Belichick was like, "Can you tone it down a little bit?"
A little scared to hear when somebody says when Gronk says he was excited.
Isn't that all the time?
Like, it has to be.
He's just too
Much.
loud.
It
Yeah.
is too loud.
I watch freaking Fox and it's like watching CTE try to explain football.
Yeah.
Well,
All over the
unfortunately,
place.
you might hear that now that Jimmy Johnson retired.
Right.
Next one up.
All right, Seattle's pick is in.
Ooh.
I must be behind everybody again.
Uh-oh.
Hey, everybody. Mike Green, please. Eventually I'll get it right.
I don't know what's commercial.
Are you guys on a commercial? Then I'm not too far off.
I'm not on commercial.
I'm not either.
I'm on ESPN.
Yeah,
so they're
ESPN for
doing
commercial.
Lambo.
I'm on
And
the
now
network.
there's a commercial.
Picture in picture. Wait, I'm older than the Seahawks? Awesome.
76. Oh, yeah. God, they're about to have their 50th anniversary. Well, next season they're about to have it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm having my 50th. I'm having my 50th anniversary this year.
Oh, the Bucks are having it this year too.
Yep.
Jesus.
No, he's had his a long time ago.
Tampa Bay Bucks. There's somebody about to have another anniversary. I forget who it. Oh, the Panthers. No, they had it last year.
Yeah, they probably. Yeah, they did.
And the Jaguars.
I'm about. You know what's weird? I'm about the same age as the Panthers. There you go.
You're lucky. Everything
Or for
starts
the
to hurt
wrestling fans,
from now on.
or for the wrestling fans as old as Monday Night Raw.
Wow.
Who?
Here we go.
Let's go Supersonics.
I think Seattle will more of a need here to
Sable? Oh, I'm ahead of you now. How'd that happen?
What the hell is that?
We're not
No,
that far off.
Dakota
to me,
State?
Jeff.
No, we're not that far off. Yeah. And the guy's out in
What?
North Dakota
Oh.
State, so he isn't traveling super far.
North Dakota's. Wow.
They're
Okay, I
good
might not
schools,
know.
they just don't turn out
I know.
players.
I know. But it seems like this is a pick you could get somewhere down the line.
Yeah.
Not right now.
No.
But they look at the size of him. He's almost 6'6", 312 pounds. Left
They'll move him to
tackle.
guard. They'll move him to guard, though.
Right, he's too big to be a tackle.
Well,
Yeah, this is definitely a pick.
Look at
You know,
the
North
midget that was
Dakota
next
State's
to him.
coming on in the college world, but I still think you're far off from.
Okay.
So you got Tampa Bay, Denver, Pittsburgh, and
Okay.
the LA
Tampa
Chargers
Bay's got to
coming.
get a corner. Denver's got to get a receiver. Pittsburgh has to get a quarterback. This is going to be fun.
For the quarterback, or for the teams that have quarterbacks, let's have a little controversy.
Right.
Because who does Pittsburgh have as their quarterback right now? Rudolph?
Yeah, Rudolph and
And you know they're not going to keep.
well, Rudolph. They said that what was it? The Patriots or the Pittsburgh Steelers said that they wanted to bring in a rookie. They wanted They wanted 4 people in.
Aaron Rodgers.
4 quarterbacks. Rodgers was one that they were talking about. Two older veterans and then 2 younger guys.
Rudolph, Rodgers.
So, I mean, we got 2 teams here right now, Tampa and Denver. No.
Jimmy G's already.
I mean, where you go? I mean, Tampa's got a young quarterback. Baker's been doing good.
They got Skylar Thompson and Mason Rudolph in Pittsburgh.
No. I don't want any of them.
And that's why, and that right there is the reason why we're not Steeler fans.
Ugh.
Exactly.
They're
Why
a
would we
long
want
way.
that? Oh God, are they?
I think Tampa takes a wide receiver. I don't know because of,
no,
Evans getting older.
They have
Yeah, that's
Evans and
probably
Godwin.
why.
They don't need one right now.
Well, they're going to
They're
need someone to
good.
step into either of those guys' shoes.
No, not right now though.
Not now, but eventually down the line.
Yeah.
You want to make sure they're ready, though.
I would wait though, because you can always find someone next draft.
Right.
I feel like their defense has kind of been depleted. Like they either retired or they got older or they signed somewhere else. It's just weird though. Those 2 corners haven't been drafted yet.
Yeah, it's weird.
Barron
I think
who's the other one that I mentioned?
Johnson and Barron.
Yeah, Johnson and Barron. That sounds like a company. Those 2. It feels like this would be the time.
I think
20 through 25 here.
I think Tampa goes Malachi Starks.
Yeah, they can always get safety. Yeah, that's another position they need. The whole secondary can get an upgrade.
Yeah.
Or at least a facelift. Or not facelift, but
Becky Lynn.
born brand new again. This has been fun, at least. I'm just hoping for another trade. I don't want to see the Chiefs get involved though again. I don't want the Bills giving up something free again.
I don't think you'll see any more trades.
Well,
I think you see one. And I think it's been involved in
We did see
Minnesota.
one. We did see one.
The late
We
one.
did see one at
more.
least. Maybe one more.
If there's
It's
anybody in the bottom 5 trying to move up, who is it?
Well, it won't be
From the
the
bottom
Chiefs, it won't be
five?
the Eagles.
From the bottom 5.
It won't be the Chiefs or the Eagles.
Oh, the Chiefs. Nah. We've done it before. Someone's stupid
Packers
enough
move
to
up?
do it again. Yeah, in their hometown, they'd be like, "Hey guys, we'll get you out of here quicker." At 23, they can move up. Well, no, I think that's too close. No, I'm thinking
I don't
Detroit,
think we're getting anybody to the bottom 5 to move up.
Detroit or the Rams. LA's always
I can
got
see-
something up their sleeve.
I could see, if anybody, I could see the Rams.
Hey, there's other players, but we keep talking about Shadur
With Shedeur
Sanders.
Sanders.
Oh my god, dude!
Yeah.
It's
We
the
keep
Brady
talking about
Quinn
Shedeur
draft.
Sanders. It's crazy. Oh my god.
Just
Anybody got
have,
his number? We'll put him on our show.
Levis.
just have ESPN U have a Shadur Sanders cam and just
Yeah, just have him like follow him around.
Keep it
like,
on
watch
there.
It. Look, he's going into the kitchen to get a snack.
go into the
Well
restroom.
done.
I'm not gonna follow him there.
Be like, watch it like
Like, don't
Anchorman
follow
where
him
they
to the
did Panda
bathroom.
Watch.
No, I mean, look at the bottom part of the draft.
Oh look, there he is.
There's
I
Deion.
see Buffalo kind of sliding up to get somebody.
Take off that silly ass hat. What is up with these big hats?
I don't know. No, Dion
I
doesn't
see
look
him
like
at
he's wearing
games.
a hat. It's whoever else.
No,
is
no, the
wearing
guy
Giants.
behind
No, the guy
Dion.
next to him.
With
Oh,
the
yeah,
dollar
Dion.
sign hat. With the dollar sign hat.
Oh yeah, yeah. Because I'm like, wait,
I would
Dion's
imagine
not wearing a
that'd
hat.
be
He's got a
annoying.
gray beard, but he ain't wearing a hat.
It'd be annoying to sit behind someone with a big ass hat.
It's like, yo,
At a
exactly.
game.
It's like, yo, you blocking our view here.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't wear it. I have one of those.
It's a big yellow hat. It's funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I,
But not
uh,
funny.
Oh,
Ha, ha, funny
say that
weird.
in toys.
Funny, ha ha.
Oh, look, there's a big ass hat right there. Let's get a corner, Tampa. Or safety. The last safety on the board.
Nope.
Wide receiver.
Ah,
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
That makes him even stronger offensively.
right.
Especially
I wouldn't
Ekabuka.
compare him to Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Nope.
It's
Well,
just
they
because
both
they
went to
sound the
Ohio
same.
State. Well, they both went to Ohio State, so
And that too.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Anything with an A at the end, they're going to compare it.
Oh yeah, exactly.
oh, then there's Puka Nacua. Wait, no, Puka went to
Where did Puka go? BYU.
Ah,
yeah BYU.
He's been amazing.
This is opening up the door for Denver to take a running back.
Yeah,
Washington.
Javonte Williams is a free agent. I think they gave up on him.
probably.
Hey,
I think they go.
What? You
I
can
think
get a
they
running
take
back
Ryan
later,
Hampton.
though.
hey,
I think they take up Ryan
You
Hampton.
can. You got to
Hey,
get
Tim,
Bo Nix
remember-
some more weapons as well as better O-line protection.
remember Tim last year? I can't remember the name, but we were like, maybe he will get picked. Maybe he will get picked. Maybe he will.
It wasn't
Who was
Will
that?
Levis? It was Levis? No,
It was Levis.
it was Levis.
Yeah,
Oh,
Levis
was
didn't
Will
go
Levis.
until the. It went to the second. He went in the second round.
yeah.
The
we
year
were like,
before.
maybe-
The year before that, it was
Yeah.
Roland Smith.
Okay, yeah, because we were like, maybe he'll get picked here. Maybe he'll.
That
get
would
picked here.
be that'd be crazy if they get Matthew Golden, the Denver Broncos. That would be something they would do.
Yeah, they would.
Because I feel like Shadur is like the Will Levis this year, or Brady Quinn.
Ooh.
Now I like what Christy mentioned, where it's like Aaron Rodgers. I think
Or Brady-
Pittsburgh is having they're having the debate either
Yeah,
Sanders
they are.
or Dart. I think they're
I think
having that
Dart.
debate right now. And
I
the
think
same,
Dart would fit better in Pittsburgh.
yeah,
I don't
Yeah.
think they'll get either. I don't think they'll get either.
they haven't had a shifty
Whichever quarterback
quarterback.
goes to Pittsburgh is going to drop.
They haven't had a shifty quarterback since Cordell Stewart.
Odell Stewart. Yeah.
I mean, well, Ben Roethlisberger just went north and south to me.
And Tommy
Cordell
Maddox wasn't
Stewart-
looking
Yeah.
And Neil
Cordell
O'Donnell was
Stewart
just
went
a
left
free.
and right. And he threw interceptions in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And the Jets
Okay,
said, "Look at him." Oh, that was funny.
So let's say Pittsburgh trades takes a quarterback at 21. Giants and the Browns move back in the first round to get the other one, or do they fall out of the first round?
No,
I don't think they get either quarterback.
they're going with
I
who
think
they
they're
have.
confident in what they have.
Yep. They're going with Mr. Limited, which is limited now.
He's not in Pittsburgh anymore.
Well, that's what I mean. He's in the Giants, excuse me.
But I feel like Pittsburgh's confident in what they have at quarterback. Or
Pittsburgh?
they're confident. Yeah.
Pittsburgh's
And who's their
good
quarterback? Yeah, and Aaron Rodgers.
Chris didn't have a nap today. Just be careful.
They're going to get Aaron Rodgers.
I hope Pittsburgh doesn't get Aaron Rodgers. That would
Then
be a nightmare.
they'll get Jackson
For
Dart
them,
here
not for-
to make it fun.
Rodgers will retire.
I hope.
Yeah, I think
but
so too. I mean, he better be, but I think he's just too stubborn for his own good.
What would he do without
Brett Favre
playing?
2.0?
Be the third person on McAfee.
A lot of
I
money
think
every
he's got he's got a lot of money,
show.
so I think he's invested in some
He
stuff.
doesn't have
So I
to
don't
do
know.
every show.
The hell is this commercial?
That's what I
What
wanna
is
know.
this?
No, wait, progressive.
Is it the breast cancer commercial?
Yeah, I was like, whoa. What time
I
is
still
it?
watch.
One of those
I watch
progressive
that.
young
My wife
homeowners
starts.
drinking to their parents' commercials.
Is it after midnight or something? What's going on here?
No.
It is here.
Yeah, I know that.
8:17 p.m. here.
4:17 here.
Oh, okay.
They look pretty small. I turned it to
Thank
the
you.
Clipper game anyway.
Without killing your lawn.
I don't have one.
You don't have one. You need to go up, tear up the carpet, and just plant grass. You're a working man, Chris. You should be putting lawns down in your yard, in your house.
I would just hire somebody that works on the
Go get some rug burns.
I wonder why the street just froze.
I'll put in turf.
You should have put in that AstroTurf where you rip up your legs.
Yeah.
Get some rug burns on your knees.
The Denver Broncos are on the clock at number 20, and right now it's time for a look at Mel's best available. Brought to you by
Forget Mel. Mel needs to retire.
Who?
Mel needs to retire like Aaron Rodgers.
Ta.
City, who makes a move against George Sims before I start talking about those organization Apple walk down. Luke Johnson, we don't cut the injury.
Denver? No, Denver.
Denver
Tell
doesn't
ya.
need defense. They're good there.
Yeah.
They got
I'm telling you,
PS3, PS2. I mean,
PS2,
They need-
PS3, PS4, the PS5's got a glitch.
I'm at PS2. His number. I love that nickname. That's
I love
so
PS2.
simple. That's so simple. I love that. They should get Matthew Golden. That's perfect. Excuse me.
I'm still thinking of Marion Hampton. I just am.
He's a running back.
Yeah, out of North Carolina.
Yeah,
I can see Broncos taking a really back here.
Yeah.
They might panic and do that.
Broncos pick is in. Hey, look, it's Brad Williams. Who let the midget in at Lambeau Field?
Those wishes will be coming true right now. Sam is a 17-year-old Broncos fan who has bravely battled cancer.
He gets his 5 minutes of fame right here.
Yeah, he's been alive long enough to see the Broncos win a Super Bowl, unlike the Cowboys.
Okay.
Going DB. Not a bad pick for them, I don't think.
No. It's only the second. Think about it. It's only the second defensive back to be taken.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry. It looked like it was freezing on my end, so I figured to go out and try and get back in.
Hey, look, it's Brad Williams again. Thought there was a height requirement to go in there. No, wait, there's no height requirement in Lambeau Field.
All right, guys, we got 5 people here. Who's the pick at? What quarterback goes here?
Dart.
It has to.
See, that's the difference between the other times that the quarterbacks dropped back was the fact that there wasn't a third quarterback that was that close that could be picked over top of the guy that dropped like a rock.
Wow.
See, I have a feeling if Sanders goes here, Tomlin's job's on the line.
Oh. Oof.
And not saying that's a wrong or right choice, but I think if this is more like a statement for Tomlin if they take Sanders here, I think.
This is the only thing they can pick here is a quarterback.
I don't think there's any other option. I mean, it's either if they pick Shedeur Sanders, it means no to Aaron Rodgers.
No, it's not that. It's
No.
I just think if they pick Shedeur Sanders here, I think that just puts motivation in Tomlin's camp to, okay, we need a win or this is it for us.
Yeah, then probably means Tomlin's fired and he's like, what, the third longest tenured coach in Pittsburgh history? Behind Chuck Noll and Bill Cowher.
That's not Tomlin on the phone either. Where's Tomlin at?
No, it doesn't look like Deion's smiling.
Well, Tomlin's over on the right there.
Yeah.
Oh no, I was on ESPN. They were showing that's the GM.
Okay.
Yeah, that wasn't Tomlin.
Whoever he's talking to, he was smiling on the phone, and then NFL Network.
Tomlin's on the right.
Yeah, Tomlin's on the right.
It looks like they're going back to Shedeur Sanders. It looks like Deion was smiling there for a moment, and now everything's serious again.
Jackson Dart, dude, that better hope that's not a screwdriver in your hand.
Oh God! If it's a screwdriver, everyone's in trouble.
I honestly, I have a gutty feeling it's going to be Sanders here.
Picks in.
Yeah, pick is in. They did acquire DK Metcalf in a trade with the Seahawks. So if you get Shedeur Sanders, he's got an automatic target right there in DK Metcalf.
You still got Pickens too.
That too.
Yeah.
So some good.
And
Shedeur Sanders is going to
too.
head. Yeah, I mean, Shedeur Sanders is going to be heading into a really good situation in Pittsburgh if they pick him.
Yeah, you're gonna have two wide. You got two wide receivers. You got Najee Harris. You still have to.
No, I don't think Najee Harris is in Pittsburgh.
They can't pass up on both QBs here.
No, they can't.
If they do, I'll be shocked.
Yeah. Led the NFL with 33 takeaways, tied with the Vikings. There we go. Here we go.
Wow.
Hold on.
Wow. Wow.
What?
A defensive tackle.
Oh!
Why do you need to beef up your defense? You need a freaking quarterback.
Are they thinking about? Are they worried that
they're
Casey Hampton's or that Casey Hayward's going to be gone?
Right, he's got
I
like
don't know.
a couple more years left, if one only.
Yeah, and then you have TJ Watt, who's been injured.
Wow.
But this makes
Like-
no sense.
Like I said earlier, they felt comfortable with their quarterback.
Right.
I guess unless they're trading back into the first round.
Maybe. I mean, we'll see. But this dude, wow, that is crazy.
Oh my
I
god.
think how many of us in here were expecting Shedeur Sanders to get drafted by Pittsburgh? Raise your hands.
Not me.
Honestly, now,
No way.
And Tim was like, "Yeah, it was me."
honestly, now if you're in mid second round and need a quarterback, you're talking now to move in.
You got a lot
to the first
though.
round.
You got a
You're
you
looking,
got a lot
you're looking
there.
at the Giants.
Yeah,
You're looking at the
next one.
Giants.
If I'm-
You're looking at the Browns. You're looking at.
If I'm looking at the next 4 draft picks, I see Houston going quarterback
Yeah, let's see.
No,
Houston.
not
No,
Houston.
Houston.
No.
They got CJ Stroud.
as a backup. I didn't mean like a
Oh, as a
starter.
backup. But that could
Fourth
end up
round.
being like. Could be like you remember in Washington they had Robert
I'll-
Griffin III
I'll
and Kirk Cousins
I'll be
both
honest
rookies
right
at the time.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If Minnesota is not sold on McCarthy being healthy, they take a quarterback at 24.
Yeah, you take
I-
Shedeur Sanders pretty much.
I think
Him
they trade.
and
I still think they
Justin
trade out.
Jefferson, oh my god.
I hope they trade out, but if you're in Minnesota, you don't think McCarthy's the pick, then you're trading out.
He looks like he should have never smoked all that pot.
Okay, that's for sure that they're signing Rodgers then.
Yeah, so it
Yeah.
probably means the Pittsburgh's gonna get
That
Aaron
tells
Rodgers
me
at
that.
quarterback.
Oh, I don't know. If
Not
it's for sure thing.
necessarily.
That's for sure.
Who knows?
You gonna get Mason Rudolph?
I think.
Yeah, Najee Harris went to LA to the Chargers.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joey Bosa was released. He went to the Bills.
Okay, the Chargers, they're probably gonna take since there's no tight end out there, they can get him later. They'll probably get Nick Scorton from Texas A&M. He's a defensive end.
I still
Just
think
replace
They got.
Bosa.
I mean, the Chargers have got to make sure they do what they can to keep up with the Chiefs in the AFC West.
Mhm. Now the Broncos are there.
That too.
The Raiders
But
aren't.
nope. I mean, the Chiefs are still at the top of the division.
Oh,
So
no, they're not there.
Mm-mm.
Not
Nope.
there at all.
Keep looking up. Everybody keeps looking or going past them.
Will Johnson number 2,
I think Mike Green.
Hampton.
I think you got to replace Bosa at this point.
you have to because you let him go and then he goes to Buffalo.
Buffalo.
That was weird.
Let's go Buffalo.
I thought he was going to join his brother.
In San Francisco. Yeah, I thought so
Bolden's still
too.
out
But I
there.
don't know.
Bolden's still out there. Johnson's still out there. Starks is still out there.
Yeah.
Campbell is still out there.
Nick Swartz.
Green Bay could bolster that offensive line though too with one of the guys that's left.
Josh Simmons. I still think Green Bay takes Golden at 23.
All right.
I think.
Try to get a new number one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If Golden's there, you could probably take there because you can't count on Watson to stay healthy.
Or I think maybe the Chargers either take Mike Green or Jahad Campbell out of Alabama.
Or
Or
No,
Will
that's-
Johnson.
if they're not planning on replacing Bosa, maybe your next option is to trade down a little, trade back, trade out of there.
Yeah, but they would have made that. I think that trade would have come up already. That there's too.
Well, you never know.
Yeah,
Chargers could trade out. Yeah.
Possible. But what do you end up if you trade out? What do you end up getting as a result?
You
of it?
get your tight end and defensive end who's a little quicker somewhere else
Yeah.
Yeah.
in the second round.
You're
getting two for one.
You're gonna gain a second, third probably for this pick,
Yeah.
and maybe a third or fourth next year. You're not
Yeah.
gonna get much.
Probably
Yeah.
not.
Probably a second, third at top, and it's going to be a mid third,
You
mid
know
second,
what? Ooh.
and a fourth maybe.
You know what?
Matthew Golden,
Yeah,
opposite McConkey.
because they brought back
Oh my
Mike
god!
Williams.
It looks like in the Chargers draft room they're watching an IHOP commercial.
They are.
They have Lad McConkey.
Pancakes.
They don't have a. And then what's his name? Who would drop all those passes from TCU? Quentin Johnston.
Johnson.
Something like that.
They need another receiver.
Yeah.
Maybe they go.
Well, there's also
they
a
go
couple
Golden
guys
here.
in Michigan
Let's
still
go.
hanging around.
Let's go.
Matthew Golden.
I don't know,
I
but
think they go
Sanders is looking at his
Matthew
phone.
That wouldn't be a bad pick.
Baby.
He's making sure the battery life's still
They
there.
literally have all the hats there in order, and he didn't go to any of those teams in front of him.
It's all about trade. I still think Jackson Dart goes before him.
I hope so.
What's that?
I think Jackson Dart goes before Shadir Sanders.
Oh, look at all those idiots right there.
And maybe Jalen Milroe for third two, but
Look at the
You know,
owner
and the
who
thing
moved
is,
the
too,
team
guys,
out of San
remember when
Diego.
Harbaugh took the Texans job, there was a lot of talk that he didn't like he didn't like Herbert, so does he get his quarterback here?
No.
For the future.
you would need a haul for. The thing is, the teams that would have to trade for him. Wouldn't this be funny? Is if that were the case that Harbaugh trades to the Giants.
I don't think he trades.
It's too late for a trade now.
It is too late for a
It's too
trade.
late now, but
Unless you have a draft
it's
day
down.
draft day movie situation where they wait till the last second.
Yeah.
get the reverse. Get the reverse
I want what's his name
Eli
back,
Manning. I want all my picks.
and I
Give it
want
to me.
this and this. I saw that scene the other day.
They're all watching. Look at our fans.
Oh, I
being
watch that
silly.
scene all the time.
I want Chadwick Boseman back.
The owner comes in from the draft, almost fires the guy. The
Mhm.
coach quits.
Everybody's back.
And all hell breaks loose.
I gotta watch that. I don't think I've seen that all the way through.
I saw that at the theater.
Honestly, James, that draft scene at the end is the best of the whole movie.
Maybe
really
they're
thought
purposely for
out.
missing the pick.
Actually, that
Wow.
pick, and then when the quarterback in the locker room goes berserk on Cosner, I think that's the two best
Oh,
things.
jeez.
It's funny they had the clock at 0 for the pick, and I was like, wait, they ran out of time. No, they ran out.
Yeah, that was
Like,
exactly
pick
what
is
I was
in.
saying. I'm going
Yeah.
Like the
I was
Vikings.
like, wait, did they,
a while
like, what
back.
happened?
like the
Remember,
Vikings.
what
like
was
two
it? The
picks.
Vikings had one pick and they let the time run out, and they
Twice.
had to defer it, or twice. Yikes!
Twice.
Back-to-back years, I
Damn.
think.
I can't believe that.
It's crazy.
Why are they showing Sanders for the Chargers?
I don't know.
That is-
Because
Harbaugh wants his
They're
guy.
probably just taught. They're probably.
Oh,
just
the
talking
over
about
under
it.
is 21.
Yeah, the
where he would
over-under.
get picked.
96%. It was 96% that he was going to be drafted by 21.
Oh, it's over.
Well, it's over
over
now.
now,
Because
but-
it's pick number 22.
They're not replacing Justin Herbert anytime soon.
No, they're not.
Yeah, but guys, remember, there's a lot of talk that Herbert was getting traded when Harbaugh took the job. So
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't.
But that
see
didn't. But that
This could be
didn't
his
happen.
next year's guy.
What is?
There's something going on because
There's something
Something's
huge
up.
going on.
Something's up. I don't
Trade.
know.
They're trading out of there probably.
Oh,
Like,
No,
like
the
we
pick
mentioned.
is in.
Let me check.
The
I'm gonna
pick is
check.
in.
Bacon,
Oh, the pick
Bacon,
is
Bacon's already known the pick for 10 seconds now.
Oh, okay.
I don't know the pick, but the pick is in.
I just want action.
Oh boy, sometimes Green Bay Packers.
Something's up.
Mm-mm.
Did they make the last second? No, here we go.
This is the Aaron Rodgers move again.
They just need to get the Chargers on screen more because people don't know who they are.
No, I mean, they're just watching like they're watching themselves on television or they're watching an IHOP commercial.
And the screen is frozen at the headquarters.
Yeah.
That's them.
Well, they didn't go quarterback.
Let's see.
They took a running back?
Oh, who you mentioned? You know that's Harbaugh's system to have as much beef up front, you know, at the running backs. And then Najee Harris, they had to in Pittsburgh make him run tough. He wasn't a tough runner when he came into the league.
Yeah.
Right.
And I think they feel like they need another one. Just in case
The
Harris
Packers
doesn't
go
work
wide
out.
receiver here.
Oh yeah, they take Golden here.
Well, Green Bay is next.
Oh God, Golden with the Golden.
No,
Green
they
Bay
could go.
lead?
No, they could go corner here because they're talking about Jair Alexander.
For years, there's been a trade out for Alexander. For years, it's time. If you're gonna do it, do it.
Tim, just look at the marketing play with the G and the Golden and
Golden.
No,
it would work.
Packers can mark us up to pretty nice here.
But the Packers aren't run by Vince McMahon. So.
No, they're not.
To walk into
It's
the locker room.
It's the
and
community of Green Bay. It's the city of Green Bay.
It'll be
Community-owned team.
Golden will be number one.
So there is some news. The Chargers were in trade talks, but they shrugged it off.
Oh!
Whoa!
They were trying to do probably what I was thinking and trade down.
Probably
And they didn't like what they were gonna. They were probably asking like 2 for 1, and teams are saying 1 for 1. That's probably what it was.
They were probably looking for 2 seconds, and they.
You're gonna lowball me, but I'm not moving.
I bet you the Chargers just wanted a better round picks. I bet you it wasn't the number. I bet you they just wanted to get up
A second, they wanted a second and a third, and they were getting a second and a fourth.
Yeah, and they're probably like, nope, sorry,
or
not
a
taking
second
it.
and a fifth, and they wanted a fourth, and no teams wanted it.
Right.
And or they wanted,
A
second
player-
and fourth, and then something.
Or their
Maybe a
phones
second-
didn't work.
Second and a player.
Or something
Probably their
malfunctioned
phones
on
didn't work. I hope.
them. Yeah.
Why are you wearing sunglasses? Well, whatever.
He doesn't want to be caught on TV high.
I've done that before.
Let's look inside Green Bay where there's no.
I've done
televisions
C2C programs like that before.
That you're not supposed to say that on air.
I did.
on. He did. He definitely did.
I am right now. I'm kidding. It's legal, kinda.
Legal, kinda.
Probably not in Wisconsin.
It's
Oh,
not.
there's a Viking fan among all the Packers right there. Oh, that's bad.
It's like, where's Waldo?
Right there. Yeah. Look at it. The Viking fan who literally looks like a Viking among all the green and yellow there. Oh,
Green and yellow, green and yellow. The
he
German
probably was
Packer.
there.
Look at the cheese on this guy's head.
The German pack up.
He probably got there first. He's like, I'm not moving, guys. You can do whatever you want to me. I'm
Go
not
ahead,
moving
try
at
to
all.
fight me. I don't mind.
Try something. 1 versus 50.
1 versus all.
Wow.
1 versus 2 million. Let's go. Take me on.
200,000.
Sounds like a bad night at Fortnite.
Say, as long as Green Bay's taken,
They'll probably trade up.
They're
they're
checking and
deliberating.
Oh my, they're probably like wheeling and dealing right now.
They're probably thinking about what if it's
Getting
Kansas
out?
City calling people.
I
They're
say
like,
they
no.
stick where they're at.
No, the Green Bay's like, do we really want to do business with you guys? I don't know.
Don't help them ever again.
I'll tell you right now, Green Bay trades out of this pick. There's going to be a lot of stuff going on tonight.
You want to?
Yeah.
They don't riot, but they sure tip a lot of cows.
It would be funny It'd be funny if
They
you
tear
know,
down
Kansas
Lambeau
City's
Field.
like.
Where's
it'd be
it?
funny if-
Where's
it'd
the
be funny if
bathrooms
Kansas
and all that?
City's like, hey, we
On the
want to
street.
we want to talk about a trade, and Green Bay goes,
My
Yeah.
God,
Patrick Mahomes. Nope.
No.
Okay.
that's a long time to hold your, you know what?
Right, your bladder. Yeah.
If
no.
you're in that area like
They
that,
have to.
You know, like
they
that,
have
you
to
just
have-
go.
They have to have porta potties there somewhere. In certain
nobody wearing a
spots, I
mask or anything.
guess. Hey,
Look at all that.
that's crazy.
What the blue hell?
God, Green Bay's doing this on purpose, of course, because
Of course
They
they
are.
are.
you
They're
have to show
dragging
all
us
the
out.
people.
It's their show.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
forgot.
So yeah.
It's like when the wrestling match and your opponent's just waiting. They can-
Well, I mean, they could be a trade talk too. I mean,
The
Yes,
Viking
could be
pick
true.
better be a minute.
Well,
then.
here we go. I got a
That
score
better be a
update.
minute.
Oh, sorry. Got
Go
a
ahead,
score
go
update in NHL playoffs. The Wild are up 3-1
No,
over the Golden Knights.
The Knicks
That's the only good news.
took a 2-1 lead over Detroit tonight. They won by 2. I think it was 108-106 or 118-116.
Oh, we got some. We got some here. Shaking of hands. Wow. So it looks like Green Bay made the decision. I'm seeing a lot of handshaking, fist bumping, high fives. So Green Bay either made a trade or or picking someone.
I think they're picking somebody.
Yeah.
I have
love
130. I have 136 left on the
I
clock.
haven't even seen.
I got 131.
Same.
Really,
132.
I'm at 126.
I have it as too long. 127.
So I
We're
get
not
one
that
minute.
far off. We're farting off. Not far off.
No,
We're
probably
farting
not.
off? Wait, I don't.
What?
pick us
I
up.
don't hear anybody farting. What are you talking about? We're farting off.
Can you imagine the smells in that sea of humanity there?
Farts, brats.
Everybody has
This is
cheese.
the best pick in Green Bay history.
Oh,
It's the best pick that they never picked Brett Favre.
but you
Best
know what
pick
they
in Green Bay
say?
history
You
right
know what
here.
they all say? They'll say, "Well, at least we're not Detroit."
Yeah, at least we're not Detroit. Pick is in, and it's my God. The NFL Network cameras are really scanning out this crowd. How much should
Can we find the Viking fan? And I'm just kidding.
Go to that scene again. I want to see that guy.
Oh, the Minnesota
If they,
is
if,
on
they,
the
if
clock.
they cut the camera to the German Packer with the German colors on his cheesehead
The-
hat, I'm gonna laugh. They've already shown this dude twice.
I haven't seen him at all.
Yeah, it's probably because I'm watching on the NFL Network.
Oh, I'm on ESPN.
Or there's a Jared
I'm
Allen
on
fan,
the
I
network.
think. Or no, Josh Allen. Never mind. There's a Buffalo fan.
Didn't Jared Allen get in the Hall of Fame?
Not
The
yet.
Packers are
Yeah.
redrafting Aaron Rodgers.
No.
I thought it was this August.
I think
He got close,
Jared
huh?
Allen's going in this year.
I think so.
Oh, he is.
Look
Okay,
at this.
yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
thought.
There you go. Cheeseheads. And there's a Vikings fan hiding back there, but he keeps getting.
See, that's him.
covered with
Yeah.
a big. Yeah.
Yeah, he had a Viking coat on.
Oh no.
Yeah.
that's fine.
Now it's just a jersey.
Oh yeah, that is him. Okay, that is him.
The pick is
God,
in.
whoever Green Bay picks it better.
Oh,
be
they
good
got
because this
paperwork
crowd
in hand.
is eager to explode,
Huh?
pretty much.
That's because they already have a pick in.
Yeah.
It's not a trade, it's a pick.
Oh, okay.
Oh no!
Oh my
Isn't that
God.
Ted Thompson?
I
It
think
must
so.
Yep. It is.
Ugh. I think
No.
Ted Thompson had issues with a lot of people on the team.
Oh, it's Mark Murphy.
Mark Murphy.
Murphy?
Okay.
Okay.
After Ted or before Ted.
Yeah, the GM for
Mark Murphy, okay.
I just want the pick.
Yeah, we just want to know.
I know, you just want to be
I
here and
just want to
gone.
go. I want to watch the Clipper game.
Aaron Rodgers.
yeah, look at that.
The only time my team is in the playoffs, I'm here. One of my teams are in the playoffs.
That's all right. My team's in the playoffs and it's down 2-0.
Your
to
team
Indianapolis.
won the March Madness.
Well, yeah, but my other team is losing 0-2 to Indy.
The Los Angeles Lucas are in.
Oh, Milwaukee. That's right. I was trying to remember. Hurry.
Come on,
Matthew
dude.
Golden.
Stop dragging this out. We want to know.
God, quit talking, bud. Just say it.
Stop yak.
Talking about the only team to be owned by the city.
Well, the Vikings picked
Yeah,
me
Yeah,
up.
we get it. I bet you a ton of money. I bet you tons of people. The people are there. Spend a crap ton of money in Green Bay. Hotels,
How many of
restaurants,
your
stores.
owners?
My dad was. My dad had a
Raise your
stock.
hand.
My dad had stock in the Packers.
And the Vikings?
And
Well,
Green
when
Bay
they do
Packers
that?
acknowledge us. Yeah, whatever. Here we go.
Shut up.
Wide receiver.
Kind of got it right. Yep.
What? Drafted wide receiver?
He's not happy.
Come on. Matthew
There you
Golden.
go.
There you
All
go.
right. Has Jordan
Finally.
Love found his version of Devontae Adams? I don't know.
He walks in, he's like, "Oh, I'm number
just-
one now."
He's as fast as,
He's
as
gonna
Travis
be,
Derby.
no, he's gonna be like this. Green Bay, acknowledge me.
He's funny
Is he
thing is
there?
he's as fast as Travis Derby.
No.
Yeah,
Oh
he's
yeah.
there.
Oh, that's him.
Yeah.
Gold.
Gold. What? Whoa, he's got a giant chain around his neck. That medallion is insane. His
Great.
jacket is. It's like, what is his jacket made out of? Snakeskin?
Gold.
What is that, Velvet?
He's gold member.
I was
why,
gonna
is he,
say, he likes gold.
why is he wearing the
Gold.
Gatorade logo?
Wearing a bow
Sure.
tie.
He is for gold.
I think it's supposed to be his initials, Golden.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. All right, I didn't know. He's probably like,
Wait,
I'm
where'd
so
that guy
happy
get a
I'm
su-
finally been
That
drafted.
guy's got a Super
I've
Bowl
been
trophy.
waiting here forever.
Probably plastic. Well,
Hey, Minnesota's picks in already.
Really?
damn.
Jeez. Wow, they were quick.
Get ready for your new backup quarterback.
Shador Sanders.
Jackson Dart.
No, it's gonna
That
be
would
good.
be something if it was Sanders.
Oh god, that would be
Honestly,
crazy.
honestly, it would not surprise me if they win a quarterback here.
That would be
Yeah.
Bananas.
no, because I don't think anybody wants him up there.
Yeah, the only reason why you would take honestly,
Fireworks, come on.
The only reason why you go quarterback here is because
It's
you
like
got
Packers
so
Nation has gone completely
that
berserk.
JJ
This guy
Sutton.
has shown up. They
Yeah,
probably think
that's
he's
What
the
if he
second
sucks?
coming of Devontae Adams. So, wow.
What if he sucks? You did all these for nothing.
Yeah, you did all this. You gave him like a hero's welcome in Green Bay, draft him in front of the home fans, and then he sucks. That would be embarrassing.
His first pass is going to drop. Watch.
Drop.
Brendan Cooks.
It'll be wide open.
NFL Network, stop with the flipping comparisons. It's driving me crazy.
That's it, Brandon Cooks.
You said Brendan Cooks.
So he's a possession receiver.
So he's
Could
faster
be.
than Brandon Cooks.
That's it.
Faster than Brendan. Yeah, it's got more speed than Brendan Cooks. I think they said
At least call him
his 40 dash time was like 4.29.
That's a 4.29.
Yeah,
they let him talk.
4.29. He's fast. He's real fast.
Hey, Brandon.
And
Guess
he's
who
not
decided-
even 6 feet
guess who
tall. He's
decided
like
to-
5'11".
It's nice.
Oh my,
It's,
what?
It's nice when the Packers forget to draft Barry Sanders, who was a midget, and then they decide this midget
They're
to
stretching
draft
turning
this
out.
midget. draft this midget at 25 and
No,
in
never.
2025.
I'm telling you, Ryan, first pass, wide open, 50 yards down the field by itself, he drops it.
What are you talking
Drops
about?
it and lands flat on his face. Is what
This is
Calling
the
it
guy.
down.
This is the guy that's going to do a quick slant. As soon as he hits that quick slant, he makes that cut. He ruptures his Achilles. Game over for the season.
I don't wish that on anybody, not even him. I don't care who he plays for. I don't wish that on anybody.
Oh no, I don't either. But we're just,
Watch the marketing schemes now. The golden love now. The love is golden.
Love is golden. If Green Bay starts selling shirts with that logo on it on their Pro Shop website, it's going to sell out just like that.
And just think, if he does pick number one, they'll nickname him the Golden One.
I'll be right back.
Too much on him. Oh, he went to Houston, or was
Yeah.
that Houston for 2
That's
years?
Houston.
He also
And
played
then-
for
And then he went to Texas.
Texas last year.
I'd be more worried about his showers than his catching ability.
See, he's not committed to his
The thing is, he reminds me so much of T.Y. Hilton.
Okay, yeah. How compact he looks.
How compact. Fact is, he runs precise routes. He's quick.
Yeah.
He reminds me of somebody that's going to sit the bench for a while.
He's gonna.
Oh God.
We're just doing this because Ryan's watching, going, it's great, man.
Oh yeah.
The Packers.
And then we got the Barber boys that are Packers fans. So.
And the funny thing is, the Packers needed a team for their kicker. When you decide to draft a wide receiver or a player that's 5 foot whatever, 5 foot nothing, he's going to be holding the ball on kickoffs.
Uh-oh.
You always needed a T.
It's booing time.
Yeah.
Who do you want there,
Okay,
Brandon?
I'll take that. I said that.
Will Johnson?
Bolster up the offensive line.
Right.
Donovan Jackson. Who the blue blades of hell is that guy?
I don't know.
Oh, trade.
Trade.
Who the blue blades of heck is Donovan Jackson?
He's not even in the top 35 prospects. There's the one guy.
Who did they? Hey, there's that guy. He's missing a tooth though.
Are you not surprised?
With the
That's
Giants.
not good. Golden plays for a good team. Okay, if you say so.
To the New York. Here it is. This is
New York moving up.
This is the Jackson Dart trade.
Shadur Sanders.
Dart.
This is
Shadur Sanders.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
This is Shadur Sanders.
I'm not sure about that.
No.
So this has to be Shadur Sanders.
Yeah.
The Giants are number
I don't-
25.
Chris and his
I don't
namesake.
think it is. I really don't think it is.
It has to be.
No,
Not
because I got to make sure
There's
Shador
no way-
Sanders.
I don't-
The GM
Yeah,
is
you're
trying
not
to make
talking
up
about
for
that.
what he did last year.
Oh my God! There you go. The trade. So the team coming after the Giants is the LA Rams.
Yeah.
Okay.
Damn, Dion looks.
Sorry, little
old.
bit late to that.
Shadur
Brian
Sanders is
Dable.
going to the Giants.
I don't.
Well, yeah,
Well, it's not Sanders.
I talked to a Giants fan.
It's not
thinks the same
Sanders.
thing.
The GM is
Shadur
on his
Sanders.
last year of his contract.
Yeah.
He's trying to make a splash
Deion
before he
Sanders.
leaves.
I could.
Sanders doesn't attack you.
They're gonna shut down the
You're right,
GM,
Bob.
and then they're gonna fire Dable, and then
Which is-
Deion
I want Dable.
Sanders as the coach.
Yeah? See? It all
It's
rolls
Jackson
in.
Dart. It's Jackson Dart.
Not this round.
Yeah.
I don't think it's any quarterback.
Woo!
I don't know.
Then
The
we're-
way everybody's hugging him.
Yeah, it's not going to be tonight for Dart. There's no way.
It's Jackson Dart.
He looks like Jim McMahon. He's got that. He looks just
It looks
like
like it looks like it's if Jim McMahon and Jake freaking what's his name?
He looks like somebody I want to slap in the
Jake
face.
Paul. Jake
Paul.
Paul.
Yeah, it looks like the love child of Jake Paul and Jim McMahon.
Well, the pick is in.
My God, go away, Matthew. just stage dive or crowd dive.
Crowd dive.
Into
You're
that.
safe.
Crowd surf.
You're going to be safe there. They won't drop you like you will drop a football.
Mm.
Just hold on to you. Just go ahead and crowd surf. We don't mind.
You are the new golden boy in Green Bay.
Ugh.
Say cheese.
Good thing Paul Horning's dead.
That's what I was just about to mention, Paul Hardy. Now
Yeah,
betting
Richard.
is legal.
Where you going? Where you going, little one? Huh?
I'm starting to think that this when Stitch there starts drinking out of a lava lamp, I can understand how the Packers were deciding their pick there.
Yeah.
It's easy. Okay, this has to be Sanders.
I think it's
Man.
I don't honestly think there's anybody else.
I know they need everything, but
Well, we said that with the Giants too, and look who
They
they
need
took.
everything.
what's left out there is pretty much defense
Yeah.
and one receiver probably, but
I think if
You got Josh Simmons still too.
I think if you're the Browns or even the Raiders, you're talking about moving back in to get a quarterback.
what did the Giants give up to move? Does anybody know?
Not yet.
No.
Okay,
But-
they don't know yet.
Who
Who did they get the pick from?
Houston.
It was originally the
Okay.
Vikings pick.
They moved up and then they moved out.
The Giants and the Texans.
Giants and okay. Houston said, maybe we'll get some second round, third round, fourth rounders.
Yeah, second and 2/3.
Okay.
A third
Okay.
this year and a third next year.
Okay. Damn, the Giants might need those still.
Yeah, considering you got all those holes in the whole thing.
I don't think it's gonna be. I don't think it's gonna be any quarterback.
But put something on it.
Put something on it. Well, here it comes, folks. The first bet of the night. We waited all the way until 25.
Yeah, honestly,
Oh
if you didn't move up to get if you didn't move up to get back in the first round and not take quarterback here, I don't know what the Giants are thinking.
They
Yeah, I don't know either.
They're not.
That's what I'm saying. They're not.
They have to.
They have to. I don't see any other option, really.
They're thinking about how to get the number one pick next year.
They've been irrelevant for
they're
so many
planning
years.
Ooh, Adam Scheffler is reporting Atlanta's moving back in the first round.
That's for Shedeur Sanders.
Yeah.
That's probably
Now they're all watching though. See, now they're all watching.
You
the
gotta think
screen.
about it with the Giants. They signed Russell Wilson. He doesn't have many years left to play. And Jameis Winston, he's pretty much
He's
become
trying
a
to hold
career
it in.
backup.
Starts holding in, trying to hold it in.
It's Dart.
Oh my God.
It's Logan Paul Dart here for the
Dart is sitting.
quarterback.
Dart is sitting right there.
But he's got a smile on his face.
See, yeah, Dart is sitting there where the camera is too. That is telling.
Right.
That's
Not
something.
necessarily.
I think Ryan is ahead of us. I'm starting to
He
think
was-
Ryan is ahead of us.
He was standing right there. Oh my God.
Here we go.
This is the biggest Giants moment in years.
There's
If
a
it is
trade-
San
yeah,
Since trading
Well,
trading San
this is
Diego for
probably-
Eli Manning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is probably the biggest moment in Giants history since they drafted Eli Manning.
Wow.
Oh my God!
Wow.
Wow! I've been Peter Rozelle to Logan Paul. What the hell?
He does look like
My
Logan Paul.
God!
See, there's a reason why he was sitting up on that couch smiling.
Joe Walsh there decided to have himself a.
Wait a minute, Atlanta's picking after the Giants?
The Rams.
Yeah.
The Rams traded out.
Oh,
Yep. Atlanta, yep, the pick is in.
yeah. He's in already.
LA, they do so well with their scouting. They're gonna.
Well,
they're
yeah.
always. They'll find someone later.
And
He's-
yes, they do have connections to Ole Miss because I think Eli.
Eli.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
Eli was
Eli.
at Ole Miss.
Yeah, Eli was at Ole Miss, yeah.
You know what's bad? I would start him right away
I
over
would too.
Russell Wilson.
Jackson
You
Dart.
think I wouldn't
No.
even do him
Well, there
through
you
training
go.
camp. I wouldn't
There's
even
a triple threat match for you. Jackson Dart versus Russell Wilson versus Jameis Winston. for
Or
the starting
Tommy
QB
DeVito.
spot in the Giants.
Or
I
Tommy
think-
Tommy
DeVito.
DeVito. So they get a fatal four-way pretty much.
I think this is
I
Johnson
think-
here
I
for
think
Atlanta.
Let this guy sit.
I remember that game.
I'm going to go with Shadur for Atlanta.
I would go
Why,
Paul
though?
Johnson.
Yeah, but the thing is, you got Michael Penix Jr., who did do
Yeah.
well in the games he did play last season. So I don't know. Unless you want to motivate
I think he
him
was
to be
past the
better,
line of
I don't
scrimmage on
know.
that throw.
Right.
I had Jackson Dart to Pittsburgh.
I did. I had Jackson Dart to the Giants.
Uh,
I had
Yeah,
Jackson Dart
this
to
is
the Giants in the
the
fourth.
Giants. Russell
24th.
Wilson, Jackson Dart, Jameis Winston, Tommy DeVito. Beetle for away.
I thought
Leonard
that
is
was
the
going
starting
to
QB
win.
for the Giants.
I think this is
Tim,
Will
I
Johnson.
consider that a win, though. Even though it's a different number pick, I still consider that a win.
Yeah, it would be.
Because I had him trading into Minnesota for a couple picks. But calm down there, Baldy. What is this? The Darts? What is this? The Logan brothers are?
they're gonna have their own reality show, reality series.
Yeah, Logan and Jake Paul, the reality show.
Oh, they're
Logan
from
Paul has
Utah.
shot in prime-
Oh boy.
Yeah, Utah.
Oh, great.
I'm getting another Zach Wilson filling in New Jersey with the Giants now. You know,
So
Zach
Atlanta-
Wilson blowing up with the Jets. I'm
Is he
getting the same vibes here.
The mother
Zach
vibes?
Wilson, Zach Wilson sucks, and now Jackson Dart on the other locker room.
The mother vibes?
That's not good.
Uh-oh.
Is he going to start seeing go?
Oh, that's right.
No, that should not happen.
I'm starting to see go.
Debo speaks the same traits that he saw in
Well, Dable has no choice. He's only going to be there once this year.
Right.
Detroit takes Shadur Sanders.
No.
So
They'll be like, we got another Sanders.
He's out of the first round.
Oh, yeah.
There's
Easily.
no
It's
way.
starting to look that way.
There's nobody left. Yeah, there's nobody
so
left.
It's going to be Shadur.
Yeah, so this
It's
is-
going to be.
Yeah,
It's
the
going to be
Falcons got the
Shadur.
26th. Oh, sure. Okay, so yeah.
Atlanta,
thing.
Baltimore, Detroit, Washington, Buffalo, Kansas City, Philly. They can all go home.
And that's it.
Sanders is in the.
Sanders after
Leeches.
the Giants. Okay.
All the leeches can all go home.
Falcons
Well,
need
There's
another
those Atlanta
quarterback.
fans.
Do it.
Sanders, Shadir can go to bed now because
Thank-
his night's over.
Yeah, after
He has
this
his
pick, he
passive
will
bed-
be. He
Yeah,
can go to bed
let me guess,
after
his
this pick.
past his bedtime.
Well, after this pick, he's definitely gone.
He's going to be off the board right now.
Oh,
Here we
Chris,
go.
you need to quit smoking pot, bud.
James
I do not.
Jr.
Oh, this kid's a stud, dude. This kid can play.
Here we go.
I like him. This kid's
Yeah,
probably
yeah,
this guy, from what I hear, is the second best pass rusher in the draft. This kid can fly.
wow.
It's not a bad pick. It's a
Baltimore,
great pick.
Leon's last team, supposedly.
Baltimore. Guard is better than, well,
Malachi Starks. I think it's Malachi Starks because they're worried about not being able to re-sign Kyle Hamilton after his 5 years up.
ooh.
The Rams received next year's first, this year's second and seventh. The
Yep.
Falcons got this year's 26th and this year's third. You know,
No, the
Minnesota
Falcons
Vikings
get
could have done that.
25th, sixth. And a third, they give up the first next year, second round this year, and the seventh round this year.
He's quick. He's got a great first step.
What was that? What was that?
That was a bad tackle.
That was a bad tackle, but it was also offsides, but nobody saw that. Holy dude, no, you don't tackle around the head. That's how people get concussions, and that's how Tua gets hurt.
Yep.
Ooh.
No, Tua gets
Ooh,
hurt
he
just
tripped
by
him.
running. Tua gets hurt just by running.
I think Tua gets a headache just by
Oh,
sneezing.
he's got a good swim move there.
Yeah, he's got it. He's got the
Yeah.
same. He's got a great rip and a great swim like another Tennessee guy, like Reggie had. He's got a great move. He's got a good over too.
Baltimore is on the clock.
I actually have this guy on my Madden Mutt team. This James Pierce. He's good. I got Ashton Ginty, James Pierce, and one other guy.
After the first 2 picks of my mock, it just fell apart.
That's how it was
That's why I
for a
didn't.
lot of people.
And that's why I don't do mock drafts.
My mock draft went great for 8 picks.
I didn't have time to do homework.
Oh.
Oh,
Boy,
that's that. You know what that sounds like, Chris? That sounds like a you problem, not a me problem.
Oh.
There's like nobody left in the war rooms.
Oh
Because
my
they're all
God.
because they're all celebrating because they all
Yeah.
they all had terrible leaks.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Ryan will tell us when the next pick comes in and tell us what it is.
Yeah.
What the blue blazing?
You know, honestly, I don't know who the Baltimore backup is, but it might not be a bad pick to pick.
It's not Huntley, is it?
What?
no, it's Cooper Rush.
Oh, great. Sounds like all types of powerful problems. Wait, I liked Cooper when he was with Dallas.
I did too.
Yeah.
I was highly disappointed when they.
Yeah, it's about the.
Oh,
It's,
sure
about the
There's
it's like the. It's like the. Who's talking? I can't hear my.
James.
Oh, okay. It's kind of disappointing, like when they got rid of Danucci.
Well, then Danucci went to the UFL.
And
That was
Danucci's
a
back
money
there.
grab when they got rid of Danucci, make some salary cap room.
Right.
Ew.
Oh, you guys! Oh, wow. Why did I pick up? Why did I look at the Dallas Cowboys again?
Hold on.
I don't know.
I meant to look at the Baltimore depth chart.
Right.
Because you're secretly a Cowboys fan.
Oh, you
Yeah,
guys got who's this Devin Leary?
I don't know.
Oh, he's your third quarterback.
Oh.
Oh no, the Ravens' third quarterback. Sorry, that's what I got. Happens
Hey,
when I
he
get.
is secretly a Cowboy fan.
Oh, geez.
I'm surprised some moron didn't decide to draft IC Speed.
Oh, ISO speed? No, he'll go up against Braun Breaker.
Again, it'd be for an IC title match.
James, did you see that spear or a spear?
Nope, he doesn't have his headphones on. He said you said James, and he took his headphones off.
Oh. I think he's gonna put him back on.
That's
This
okay.
house
We
is
know,
haunted.
we know Dragon Viper's loving the new Intercontinental Champion.
Holy smokes! When I saw that, I thought of Dragon Viper. I'm like, this is a great day for him. It's nice to see that it's great to see that his little buddy got a title.
Yeah. His little friend Dirty Dominic Mysterio.
The pick is in. Well, hey, Bart Starr is no
Okay.
longer getting drafted, bud.
Hey, can we move the
Wow.
microphone out of the way? Thank you.
Yeah.
What?
There's
Ravens.
there's a giant microphone, the boom mic.
Oh.
Oh,
Like,
jeez.
can we move that out of the way? Ravens have a title belt.
Mm-hmm.
Next to Steelers fans.
Guy keeps whacking his head.
Yeah. Looks like something Brady would do.
Wow. Okay.
Boom.
I like Malachi.
They always need more defensive help.
Oh, it's the fact.
They weren't
the thing
as,
is, they're not.
as
They're afraid that they
consistent
can't
as
before.
Who's got the first pick in the second round?
Hold on. Cleveland.
They won't move that.
There's Shedeur Sanders to go play with Travis Hunter.
Tomorrow it's Cleveland, Houston, Tennessee, Cleveland, Vegas.
Yeah. Cleveland's going to stick around. They know nobody's going to take Shedeur Sanders now.
Yeah, they know that, and they don't care.
Watch it be Philadelphia or Kansas City pick him up.
No.
Detroit.
Or Detroit. Or
Nah,
Washington.
Detroit's got the hooker in the background.
That'd be like a Bronny situation.
What, Big B?
Ronnie said,
What'd you say, Big B?
I said they got that, I can't think of his first name, Hooker.
Hendon.
For the
Hendon
Lions.
Hooker.
I don't think they're drafting a quarterback.
mm-mm. Mm.
Well, I had to change to ESPN or to NFL Network because my pirating site decided to go to Coop.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, almost missed the camera, bud.
No.
Who is this going to be? Is this going to be Mike Green or is this going to be Mike Green or Josh Simmons? I think this is going to be Josh Simmons, the offensive tackle from Ohio State.
Nah, I think Simmons will go next. To Washington.
To Washington? Was that Little John?
Who went in for a kiss?
From the green room out onto the stage and actually lifted the commissioner off his feet, and he's down there on the stage now. Arrives in business, brings us down to Molly, who's with Malachi. Molly.
Malachi, I can feel the energy vibrating off of you. That was quite the hug with Commissioner Goodell. How do you describe what's going through you right now?
I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go.
There you go.
Lions gave the Vikings their pick because the Vikings need all the help they can get. Huh.
I'm high as a kite.
What do you think about playing with a guy like Kyle Hamilton?
Everything you just said illustrated by his behavior in every conceivable way. That was fired up and
Everything you just said was illustrated by his behavior in every conceivable way. That was one the family just now started to rule the Lions.
This is, yeah. I'm starting to agree with Ryan. They need a Sanders in Detroit.
Oh.
Oh.
How pissed off would Dion be if he went to Detroit?
I think he's mad in general that he's not like the first 10.
Oh, he is.
Yeah.
Shadur is
Maybe
losing
he
his
knows right
ever-loving
now.
mind.
He probably is.
But that probably means he's going to be a
I can't see
dangerous
Sanders going here.
No. Stranger things have happened, though.
True.
I still think it's the offensive tackle at Ohio State.
Yeah.
I'm surprised there hasn't been more trades. What has there been, 3?
About that many, yeah.
Was it like what was it like?
No, wait, there was
12
no,
last
wait,
year?
there were 3. Something
There was like
that.
12 or 13 last year.
It seemed like every other pick was getting traded.
Yeah. Huh.
Pretty much.
John Morant exits game 3 with a hip injury.
Wow.
Defense there.
That defense just got a heck of a lot better.
Yeah, they did.
They're going to bite some kneecap.
Well, it said Ohio State, but I said the other side of the ball.
He's only 6'2", though?
Bowling ball.
Rounded up to 6'3".
Yeah. Please give the guy an extra inch.
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh,
extra.
gosh. It's only an eighth of an inch. He's 334, though. Holy smokes.
Well, Sanders ain't
Big
going
guy.
here.
He's not going to
No.
Washington.
What? No, he's not going to Washington because they got Jaden Daniels.
Wow. How did you just want to decide to hip toss him all the way to the 12? Good Lord.
Wow.
He can get off a block. Problem is they hold a lot more in the NFL.
I think Washington needs to go defensively.
Sanders only 3% chance to be available at 28.
Oh, God.
Good Lord.
So
The whole thing is, you can say
Your
whoever,
Sanders is Will Levis 2.0.
Well, McAfee likes our draft pick, so that's good.
Yeah.
I think I agree with you guys that Washington goes defense.
Yeah, they're going to have to. I mean, they need a.
They need an edge rusher.
Yeah, they do. I mean, Philly destroyed them in the NFC Championship game on defense. That's for sure. You need someone who can help out in that sense.
I don't know. If I'm Washington, I don't honestly know what I would do. I mean, yeah, you do defense, but
Do you take Green out of Marshall, or do you take Donovan Ezeruku out of Boston College?
Good
I don't
question.
know.
That's the big question right there. Who do they pick?
Man, I don't know. If I think I can get better defensive players in the second, third round, fourth, maybe they move out of here.
Maybe.
Man, that's a good call too. But this is where Cleveland would this be where Cleveland moves up?
No, Cleveland ain't moving. Cleveland's not going to move.
No, I don't think
Cleveland won't have to.
Too close together.
They know the next 4 teams are not taking a quarterback. So
Right.
Right.
They can sit there at 33.
yeah, they're going to either sink or swim that Sanders is going to be at 33.
Until somebody jumps
Yeah, I
him.
don't know. Right,
And
Well,
exactly.
honestly, the only team that I can see moving back up would be Pittsburgh.
Yeah, and Buffalo's sitting right there for the big taking.
Yep.
Nah, I don't think Buffalo or KC are going to trade with Pittsburgh. It'd be this pick right here, I think.
No.
Washington
Or
picks
the
in.
Eagles. Or the Eagles.
It's one of them.
Yeah, Buffalo or KC is not going to trade in their conference to let somebody get a quarterback that can help them.
I could see one of the remaining teams.
I don't think Philly trades out. I think Philly they take a corner because they got to replace replace Gardner Johnson.
Right.
I think the only way Cleveland moves back in the first round is if they get a hint that somebody's talking about moving back in to get Sanders.
Yeah.
That's the only way I think Browns move. If I'm the Browns, I'm sitting at 33.
Yeah.
And honestly, if I'm the Browns and Sanders goes, I may talk to Cleveland, or not Cleveland. I may talk to Tennessee about bringing Levis over.
Trade Levis for a fourth.
Yep. You don't even swap seconds. You just give them the second. You give them something else. And maybe you give a conditional third round next year. Could move up to a second or a first depending on performance.
Kid Long.
Yeah, Shedeur Sanders looks like he's just smiling and laughing, but he's so unserious
Mike
right
Green, yeah, that's a big boy there.
now.
I think it's Mike Green.
Yeah.
I think it's Mike Green.
I
It's
think,
like
I
a lot of
think
high
that's
fives. High fives. It's a lot of high fives, fist bumps, hugs over there in the draft room in Ashburn, Virginia.
Who?
Wait, what? I mean,
Wow.
Dell looks like he
Who's
can't
up that
believe
office
he's gonna
alive?
read this. Yeah.
Yeah, they did lose some defensive help up front, so I can see why they would do that.
So
Wow.
But they could have gotten Josh Simmons for it. Would
they
have been
could have,
better.
but they decided to get some more protection for Jaden Daniels.
Oh yeah, but Josh Simmons is an offensive tackle too.
Right.
Yep. Well, they just ensuring their money maker.
Okay. Yep.
Oh yeah, he's a. Does he play the left tackle or does he play the right tackle? That makes a difference.
Looks like the right tackle based on what I'm looking at, but he could probably play left tackle or right tackle.
God, that's a big boy. Holy hell!
Oh my God! I'm looking at that Rams trade.
Yeah.
LA got a first round pick from.
Yeah.
And a second round for this year too.
Oh damn. That's crazy.
Wow. Because LA gonna need it next year.
See,
Right.
the Rams are now trying to recoup from their trade in
They're smart.
for Goff. They're recouping some draft picks here.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Ryan's talking about his career here. He
Plays
played both
both,
ways.
Okay, that's cool. Suspecting he played both he can play both left tackle and right tackle, so that makes sense. So we
Yeah, Ryan
did
knows how to play
Buffalo
both
and then Kansas City and Philly. Oh God. Daniel Jeremiah's best available top 200. Shedeur Sanders is still at number 20.
20 in the top 200.
According to Daniel Jeremiah from the NFL Network, yeah. according to
Daniel
him.
Jeremiah had him.
Has him at number one. So
Daniel Jeremiah had everybody seemed to have had him in the top 10, picked somewhere in the top 10 too. Actually,
I
somebody
did.
had. I know a lot of people had him at Saints.
Yeah.
Maybe the Saints tried
Yeah.
trade in.
Oh, that would have made sense.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Wow.
You don't know what cars.
What does big question? What does Buffalo need?
but that's
I don't think they need a lot.
Tackle, linebacker,
You get
quarterback.
another tackle that's more protection for Josh Allen.
Everything.
Everything.
I think they take a corner. Eventually, one of these seconds, Will Johnson's going to get drafted.
Yeah. It's possible.
Kansas City needs
why
everything
do
on
they-
defense.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of the defense in Kansas City are getting older, including Chris Jones.
I don't know. I think
Something happened in Orchard Park, New York.
The pick is in.
Yeah, I just saw that.
Do good. God bless and go Bills. Yeah, Josh Allen. And perhaps that gal with the sign that's quoting him.
Yeah.
Quit flipping off the camera, bud.
Stop it!
Yeah, that's an SEC violation.
Yeah, flip off the camera and you're gonna get blurred out.
Booger. He got a Super Bowl with Indy.
Oh, excuse me. That's contagious, by the way.
The last day of the draft always goes quicker than this.
Yeah, because the picks are in a lot faster amount of time. Like,
Another receiver
three
for Buffalo, maybe.
Oh.
maybe. They got some good receivers there already. I mean,
Yeah.
we don't have a Stephon Diggs type receiver, but I don't think they need one.
Am I tripping? Did they trade
Oh,
for one?
I don't know.
Did they trade for a wide receiver?
Yeah. I know Amari Cooper. But in the offseason.
Oh yeah, they did. Yeah, they did
I
get
know
Amari
they got Amari Cooper.
After
Yeah,
that.
that's the only one I can think of.
Tonight, we have the opportunity to grant a wish for deserving young
They do have a lot of defensive players that have left, though.
Yeah.
There's plenty here that you can
You got
get.
you got to remember they got rid of their Vaughn's going to be gone.
Yep. This guy's about ready to have to pick is so hype right now. The Make-A-Wish kid. So cool.
Buffalo.
Laviska Shenault.
There we go.
Who? No, that's who Buffalo got. Was Laviska Shenault back during the offseason.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
Okay.
You had a dog, Ryan. Who?
Yeah, I can see that.
Maxwell Harrison, Kentucky.
Sounds like a basketball player.
Well, basically you said
He's
him,
there.
so it looks like
Oh, he's the other guy.
He dressed in blue.
Oh,
Will Johnson's there too, and they haven't called him out.
Yeah, but look,
That's
that's
the
kind
biggest
of
flop.
Tampa or Buffalo or in the Bills blue colors, so I think that's
Will
appropriate.
Johnson is the biggest flop. Not sure there.
Yeah, it's Will Johnson. Will
Yeah,
Johnson.
Shedeur Sanders is up.
Kansas City just traded with Philadelphia.
What? Oh, these are lost spots. So, yeah. So Philly is number 31. KC is at pick number 32.
31 and 32.
Yeah.
Yeah, they flip flop picks.
Except for swap. Yeah, flip flop picks pretty much.
This is weird.
Philadelphia,
Wow.
what do they need? They lost
This
corners.
is Shedeur Sanders.
Remember, they lost 2 corners. So they're going to probably try to get
Will
who's
Johnson.
the guy we just mentioned? Will Johnson.
Will Johnson.
Possibly.
They need a corner.
Wow, this
Remember,
is
Clay is gone, and I think Gardner Johnson is gone too.
I don't know how
We have a trade.
Johnson's gone.
Yeah, we had a
yeah.
trade.
Yeah,
Philly and
Kansas City
KC,
flip
split
flop
picks.
round pick.
They did.
All makes sense.
Does it? Oh, shut up.
Kansas City must have hinted that they're going to take the Philadelphia, whoever they wanted.
Kansas City's going to pick Shedeur Sanders.
Oh,
Oh my God.
Guaranteed a Super Bowl. Guaranteed a Super Bowl win as a backup.
Yes.
That'd be hilarious, actually.
It would be.
Deion like now
Unless-
knowing guarantee will win.
Unless Philly wants Sanders and thought Cleveland was going to snipe him. You can't make that trade.
No.
They probably will. You know what's funny? It's the Chiefs and the Eagles.
come on, that was past interference.
Is it over yet?
No.
2 more picks left to go.
When are the Raiders picking?
Oh.
Gamble.
Tomorrow is like the 3rd pick in the day.
Tomorrow.
or the evening.
Cleveland. Second round is Cleveland, Houston, Tennessee, Cleveland, and then the Raiders.
So I'm gonna say Jahad Campbell.
Who?
The lining of this guy's jacket is crazy.
I think
So
they'd
the
be
Chiefs
awesome.
also get a 5th round pick. 164.
Oh, here it is. So the Eagles get number 31, Casey gets number 32, and a 5th round draft pick, which is number 164.
So they
there it
must
is.
have
So
had
the
an
pick is
inkling that somebody's wanted to trade up and get their guy.
right.
Shedeur Sanders.
Do we really want to see him twice a year? I don't think I do. It doesn't matter if he's not playing or not. It doesn't matter if he's playing or
It's
not.
this isn't Shedeur Sanders. It's Campbell from Alabama.
Yeah, probably. It's basically Shedeur Sanders is going to be drafted in later rounds, not in the 1st round.
That makes me happy. It's
But that
it's
just,
worth.
that just doesn't make sense. I mean, it doesn't make sense that Philly makes this trade unless they either got
They have to have someone specific in mind here.
Unless Kansas City was going to take him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you're Kansas City, you get more than a 5th round pick for it. Well, Ryan kind of
Oh my gosh.
Maybe. I don't know. Well, he called.
Chris, you're a terrible poker player.
No, he mentioned it earlier that he thought.
Does Brian think he thinks he knows who the Chiefs or Eagles are going for?
Ryan said the Philadelphia Eagles are going to take this one. The
The English Bulldog. If it's a Georgia player, then we should force the Eagles to change their names from the Philadelphia Eagles to the Philadelphia Bulldogs.
Oh, wait, is it a Georgia?
I don't know. They've been drafting a lot of University of Georgia players over the years.
The Campbell's from Alabama.
Okay.
USA and Grandpa. You share membership with your mom. We can share with you.
Patrick Mahomes. Look at that. He got the shades on. He's funny.
Well, Kuiper's number one still on the board is Shedeur Sanders. Well, Josh is still sitting at number
This
2.
is a running joke throughout. This is going to joke throughout the whole night. Where's Shedeur Sanders going? Well, no team in the first round.
I guarantee you, the moment we find out that Shedeur Sanders goes, somebody's going to text it in our group.
Somebody's like, "This is where he went."
Can you believe it? He went to Dallas.
If that had happened when the Cowboys were picking the number 12, I think first thing I would have thought is my mind is officially blown, pretty much. Because I just did not think that was going to happen.
I didn't think he was going to fall out of the first round. Believe me, it's happy day.
I didn't think he was going to fall out of the first round either. I mean, only 2 quarterbacks get drafted in the first round. When's the last time that happened?
Wow. Basically, Will Levis.
Probably.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, Will Levis last year, yeah.
Yeah, so he fell out of the first round. Yeah.
Yeah, but when's the
Yeah,
last time a
think
first round only had 2 quarterbacks drafted?
It's been a long time, hasn't it?
Not recently.
Oh.
But the first round's still going.
I wonder who called on this trade.
I don't know.
He's probably.
Oh God, those are some big Eagles hats these two guys have on.
They are.
They're huge.
Again, we've had the 2 quarterbacks selected tonight.
Here we go.
God, is that like the 3rd or 4th Bama guy that Phillies drafted?
They draft Alabama. Eagles draft Georgia players all the time.
The Georgia player, that's who it is. Okay. Well, that's going to be a heck of a defensive team.
Oh, they did draft a guy out of Alabama. Okay. He's super happy. Now KC's on the clock.
That defense just got scarier. God.
Yeah.
With the Georgia's guys they drafted, now this guy.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Ryan, do not tell us what the last pick is here.
Mm-mm. Please don't. I think we want to be surprised.
I just don't know what I'm going to do if I'm Kansas City here.
I don't know either. I mean, this is one that I think is going to be a surprising one, really.
Because you're not in the market for a young quarterback right now.
No, you're not.
You're looking for a corner.
They got to work on that defense because they are getting older. I bet the first thing this guy's going to do is going to look for every Philly cheesesteak place he can go to and try them all out.
Honestly, I would love to see Kansas City. I'd like Kansas City to make another trade and move out of the first round.
Maybe.
Ain't going to happen, but.
No, probably not.
1970 was the first time that no quarterback was drafted in the first round.
Ooh.
When's the last time there was only 2? I mean, especially with the teams that needed a quarterback. I mean, I can't believe next year's quarterback draft class is that spectacular. I mean,
Matter of fact, I think the year that Rodgers was drafted, I think only 2 quarterbacks were drafted.
Alex Smith and
Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, it was only
Yeah,
those.
Aaron Rodgers. He was yeah, because let's see, I think it was what was it? Alex Smith was number 1, and then Aaron Rodgers fell all the way to 25.
Right.
Yeah. I always
Really,
wondered
lady,
what
you're gonna
that
say,
other
how do you
teams
feel
just
about
if they thought they didn't think Rodgers was that interesting.
really?
It was. I don't know.
Notable Eagles front 7, Jalen. Whoa.
Everything I got in me, you know, the riches just got rich.
Like an out-of-body experience. What is it like standing up here as the newest member of the Philadelphia Eagles?
No, that year Jason Campbell was drafted right after Aaron Rodgers.
Okay.
2015 was the last time 2 quarterbacks were drafted in the first round.
Okay. There you go.
That's the game of
Winston and Mariota.
Oh.
Wow.
Well, yeah, Ryan's right though. The odds of this draft, the quarterbacks in the first round was 2.5.
Yeah.
And then I kept hearing people say take the under.
So here's a crazy stat. The NFL craziest streak continues. The Saints have now gone 54 years without selecting a quarterback in the first round of the NFL
Archie
draft.
Manning.
Yeah, Archie Manning.
Well, now you know that's going to start up talks for next year.
Yeah. I mean, every other
the Saints
quarterback they had since
Manning.
him a free agent or through a trade.
It is the longest in the league by far. Next closest is the Cowboys at 36 years.
Well,
What was it?
Aikman.
Troy Aikman, yeah, it had to be because he was drafted in 1989, number 1 overall.
well, the thing
0-11 as a starter and got hit in the head. Poor guy.
Draft Archie's next for next year.
You didn't have to
Arch
do the
Manning
Cena.
This was the first year that a cornerback was drafted with the 2nd pick in the draft too.
Ooh. Final pick in the first round. Here we go. Kansas City.
Roscoe Jenkins.
Roscoe Pico train.
Tarek Vanover.
Nope.
Oh,
wow.
Nope. Whoa, hold on.
Richard Simmons' lost cousin.
Kimball Anders.
Harvey
Random
Williams.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, jeez.
I'm going to guess Josh Simmons.
Yep.
Ooh.
Whoa, you got it. Tackle
Oh, I
out of
saw-
Ohio State.
He's
Yeah,
also
looks
one
like,
that really dropped too.
Yeah, he dropped big time.
Wow.
You know, you get extra offensive linemen.
Well, I
there to
mean,
protect
honestly,
Patrick Mahomes.
okay, so if you're Philly, what makes you trade flip-flop trades if you're – I mean, Kansas City must have been
I don't
saying, we're
know.
going to pick this
The
guy.
Eagles really wanted whomever they got.
Yeah.
And there was fear
They
that
wanted
the Chiefs
Campbell.
would get him.
Well, that's the only thing is that
Hinkle
They traded for
McCrinkleberry.
him.
the thing is that there's fear that the Chiefs are going to take their guy.
Right,
Maybe they didn't like all the picks
they
they had,
should-
so they just wanted to give one away.
Maybe.
right. Going to the second round now?
No. Oh, God,
No,
no.
not really. Oh,
Oh,
I love you. I love you guys, but I might be asleep when this is over.
Oh, jeez.
Or is it just second
Well,
tomorrow?
Second
Huh?
to third
Second
tomorrow.
round's tomorrow.
Second, third
Okay.
tomorrow?
Second, third, or tomorrow.
That's-
Fourth through the 7th is Sunday.
I will
Yeah,
not
this
be
is,
here for
yeah,
that.
so this, no,
I'm
I
not
will
gonna
not
be
be
here.
either. No, I'm not going to be here. I'm going to be tired.
I may still be asleep from this.
Mm-hmm.
Just check everything
Well, I'm
out
shocked that there's
online.
only a
and
couple
stuff.
trades and Max
And
is
then
surprised the Vikings actually took the lead.
And then Saturday is going to be the rest, 4 through 7.
Yeah. They
That
said
was
when they
a hit and
advertise
miss.
it for the 24th to the 26th. Yeah. There's always hit and miss, and then you have the mystery relevant pick who,
Well, they're looking at Shedeur Sanders again. 3% chance he'd be available in round 2.
He is available, so I think it's 100% chance.
Well,
yeah. We'll see where he goes, because I know I'll be checking online during
he's got to
what's
go
going on.
Cleveland. I mean, Cleveland's got. I mean,
At least go in the second round at least.
He probably doesn't want to go there.
no, he wants to
Probably
go to
not, but what if
Dallas.
he
I mean,
He
you're
wants to
living
go
in
to
Dallas. Why
Dallas?
wouldn't you want to go there? I mean,
Yeah. Probably was born in Dallas, grew up in Dallas. You know, his dad
his
played in
6
Dallas,
million
so
Dallas.
Oh man.
yeah. That's crazy.
But guys, what do you think of the draft? It's over.
It's not a
Well,
bad draft. I mean, poor Tim wants to go to sleep.
It's about time my team does something it's supposed to do.
Well, here's the thing.
Same.
I think this first round was kind of like the main event of night 2, kind of boring. Not really as predictable as we thought it was going to be. Not excitement.
Yeah, it just wasn't anything mind blowing going on, you know? Well, except Jacksonville getting up to number 2 and drafting Travis Hunter, so that was about it, really.
Yeah. What do you think, Big B? You mentioned
Yeah,
it.
I think.
Oh.
All right, guys. I'll talk to you guys later.
All right.
Okay.
Chrissy, what do you think?
You know, not a bad draft, but it wasn't super exciting. There wasn't anything mind blowing, anything that made you go, oh, like that. So, but it was okay.
I think I just took the coach in Florida.
Right. James?
Well, to be talking about what my team did, I'm just happy that they got the opportunity to draft who they did. So I'm good with that. Plenty more to get and plenty more to do. But yeah, I was wanting even more trades and stuff. I'm kind of happy Sanders did not get drafted in the first round. All the rumors about him falling, and it literally happened.
Yeah, literally.
The Giants got, a couple of the people that they wanted. They had to pay a price, but they did. So I'm very happy for them. They need more. But Travis Hunter, though, I think that's the biggest move, at the beginning there with, going to Jacksonville from Cleveland. That was huge. Because, we knew Jacksonville was going to trade up, but I didn't think it was going to be the number 2 and to get who they did. I think the only sure thing was Cam Ward going to Tennessee, of course. There were a few surprises and then a few, needs that teams got. So I'm not really shocked at all by some things, but I was hoping for a little bit more trade action, though.
I was too. I mean, it was kind of exciting at the beginning, and then you had a couple trades. There wasn't a lot, and then it just went down from there. In quality.
Mm-hmm.
But hopefully, second, third, and after that goes better. But thank you for everybody for watching the 2025 draft coverage. Any final thoughts, James?
Yeah, that was fun, and I can't wait to do this again. Next year. Hopefully, do like more live, events like this. Hopefully, I get on more of that, and we'll see you next time.
Christy?
Thank everyone for watching. This was fun. This definitely was a lot of fun. I definitely had a great time. So just check out Coast to Coast for more awesome stuff like this.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. We'll probably do some more, stuff like this in the future. I think Tim hopped off.
No, Tim's still here. I'm right here.
Somebody hopped off. So I didn't know if you did or not.
No,
Any final thoughts?
James did. I'm gonna do the same. So good night, guys.
Oh, okay.
No, I like doing this. It's always fun. These live events are always do a lot of things that are a lot of are interesting. As you can tell, I'm sleepy, not drunk. So, but yeah, I like doing these. We should do these more and more often.
Yeah.
But
I
yeah,
do too.
Thanks everybody for watching, Ryan, and everybody else that commented. We definitely appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks everyone for commenting, watching along. We like doing these. Hopefully we do more stuff like this in the future. And if you want to see more or different events, just let us know and we'll see what we can do. But with that, I hope you guys have a good rest of your week. And we'll be back next time here on Coast to Coast.